Go ahead.
Yeah. And let's let to the stage manosphere algorithm. Feel free to chime in after the super chat. Shows to the 18 letter, aka Rakim. He said, while black people are busy hating on each other, this is how white folks talk about us around the dinner table. This is how we are viewed and discussed. I
Mm.
appreciate you, 18, for the motherfucking support. Appreciate you, bro.
Money counting thing. Money to money counting thing. Money to money counting thing. Money to money counting thing. It's something.
I need more money.
I need more money. We need a little more money.
Go ahead. I think Mansfield. I'm pretty sure Mansfield algorithm got something to add. He about to throw Umar all the way under the bus. Go right ahead.
Y'all need to cancel him. Just cancel his ass.
I don't know if
He
we
ain't
need to
wrong.
Umar. Umar got pros and cons. You know what I'm saying? I say we
No,
take him
bro. Like,
for and discard him for what he's not good for. You know what I mean?
Ain't-
nah, bro.
We ain't
Go
gonna counsel him just like we don't counsel the drug dealer that sold crack to y'all parents. Hell,
exactly, bro. Like we gotta stop allowing degeneracy, bro. We gotta stop it. We don't have no room for this type of shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna say that Umar is harming anybody to the point where it's like his whole career needs to be like deprecated or whatever the case may be. But it's just a simple fact. Like, nah, bro, this is not what it. Stop lying. Like, why are we allowing this nigga to lie to us in our face? A lot of people that sending him money. Like, that's not cool to me. It's just stop lying.
So y'all saying he should be canceled or he should just not be trusted with money?
It should be
Not trusted
repercussions,
with
you know?
money.
Okay. That's
Not
fair.
We
trusted.
can't say he cannot be trusted with money. We really don't know what he's doing with it, and he's not obligated to let us know what he's actually doing with the money.
Whoa,
Exactly. He
Actually,
doesn't have to tell
he
you
was
nothing with
obligated.
donation.
When you have a 501c3,
You gotta
you
let
are
people know.
obligated.
yes, you're obligated.
You are.
Oh, you
So
are obligated. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Uh-huh.
Hey,
taking
hopefully he pays
donations
taxes
for
on them
specific
donations, dog.
Wait a minute, Vato. He's taking donations for a specific reason. You got to be transparent with your donors, bro. Like that is
Yes.
crazy. That's
Does
they
he
Uh,
hard
show
money.
that he has one of- does
So
he
wait,
show
so
that
it's
he
like
has
by
one of
by law. So is it like by law he has to give like a 6 month update or is it something like that or like how is it?
no,
It
with
doesn't matter.
501c3s, everything has to be in
Yeah.
order. Where your
Yes.
money's going, to whom, how
Yes.
your money's being spent and allocated, all of that has
Yes.
to be
Every
documented.
receipt.
Let me
Yes.
ask y'all this, Flora, and I think Coach Fur, because y'all sound like y'all know about it, right?
Yes. I
So
have
how
it.
far does the transparency go? Do people need to see exactly where every dollar go? It doesn't need to be like a
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I think if
Listen,
he's
listen,
donating,
listen,
yeah. If
listen.
people are
if I
donating,
donate, I could request
Yes.
information from him. Okay.
Yes. Yes. If you're going to donate to a 501c, you can say, let me see the books all the way down to everything to see how they're managing or mismanaging the money. People just don't go that far into business because most people give with their hearts. We
Hey, is that
love to
public
give
records or no?
money.
they're
Listen,
only
man.
looking because
Listen.
he didn't pay his fine.
Right. And DJ Witch Doctor, the people that like the government, it's like the checks and balances, they can come in at any time in your business if you're a 501c and say, let me see all your receipts. Where's your money going? You better have the receipts all the way down to the 2 pencils that you purchased under that business name. You can't have 14 dinners and staying in hotels under the 501c and you didn't provide any service of what you said you was going to do. They will shut you down. We close it. They ain't gonna let you talk about it. You can't get the
Hey,
fine. So
Ferg, let me ask you a question. With the fact that he was supposed to open up the school, but the school was never open, and the school was the thing that was under the 501c.
yes,
Isn't that part of his problem too? The fact that the school
yes,
never ever opened up at
yes,
all.
yes.
Well,
Because you keep
it's not the
because
school,
again he
it's
keeps.
the
I'm sorry.
501c3.
Yeah, it's been like 10 years.
Wait a minute. Does the school have to be open or does he have to have a school?
It's the Frederick Dark Douglas Marcus Garvey
Because
thing.
remember,
His
the
domain,
school is not a
that's the
proper.
part that's not the 501c3. The school is not the 501c3. That's a miss.
Right, right. That's an entity of it
So the
under
school
his
owns.
umbrella.
So the business owns the school.
Yes.
Yes.
The business is the one that's a 501c3.
Yes.
So every
But
dollar that he's
hold
getting
on, Flora,
is
doesn't
hold
he have to?
on really quickly. Let me just land it. Because
Hold on, you gotta-
every dollar that he's been getting
Yes.
is a part of the 501c3. So he
Yes.
has to account for where his donations
Yes.
are going because he's being taxed at a special rate
Yes.
that
A
is
special
not
rate.
there if it's not serving as a 501c3, which is a nonprofit organization.
Right.
I
Go
got
ahead,
you,
Ed.
but doesn't he have to? But doesn't he have to have some sort of dealings with the school in order to legitimize his enterprise? Because isn't
Well,
that
no,
the
because
main?
the school
Yeah,
has to
but
be
Izzy,
licensed and accredited separately. It has nothing
but
to do with his
but Izzy,
501c3.
and also Izzy, let's just say everything you're saying is yes. However, let's just say I'm gonna say today I'm gonna start a school, man. I need $2 million from every one of y'all up here, right? And then I get the 2 million, y'all donated it, right? And then y'all wait 6 months, 8 months, 9 months, or 2 years, whatever. As long as I haven't spent any money that I've said I was gonna do with the project, if they come checks and balancing me and they say, hold up, you got $8
No,
million
if he
dollars.
can prove that his expenses are related to the FDMG
Yes, as long as it's
purpose
building.
of his nonprofit, then
Yeah.
they can't come get
Yeah.
anything. But his books aren't
Be-
right. That's why
yeah.
they're here.
So
If- if-
Flora, would you say at this point, that if he was doing anything scamish, he would already been arrested or being
Yeah, because
investigated?
No, because it's
that's a good question.
ongoing.
No.
I believe that he can still,
Oh,
if he has been handling some level of books, it takes
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So if he has a
so
method,
but my question is,
I want to
don't
know, does he have to have the
it will
school?
be public?
I want to know, does he have to have
No,
the
he just
school,
has
the
to be able
property,
to
the
account
school,
for the
or
money.
does he? Wait a minute. I'm asking if he gotta have, if he has to have a school, or does he have to have the school operational?
Not
No.
DJ, because the school is separate from the 501c3. That's what they saying. So technically, there's no time limit. Is what
Yeah.
I'm guessing from what I'm seeing.
But he
Yeah,
can't
there
spend the
is
money
no
on
time limit
anything
because
except
the
renovations,
nonprofit
things
is
going to the actual.
FDMG. It's not the school per se.
Right.
FDMG is its own entity.
Okay, okay.
And let me
So
ask
he's
y'all a
being-
question: is this Travis Hunter news real? That his wife is filing the
It's
divorce and
supposed to
demanding 40
divorce.
million?
Yeah, I saw that.
Is
I
it
saw
real?
that. I don't think it's
I saw
real.
it.
I don't think it's real.
A
Probably.
lot of people reporting this.
Let
I
me
saw
see.
it a couple of days ago. I ain't.
That's
That
crazy
that-
as hell, though.
That she demanded 40
That's
million. A
crazy.
lot of people.
Yeah.
40 million. That is
A lot
insane.
of
40 million.
people
Yeah,
reporting. I don't know how true it
I
is.
saw that on Facebook, but I don't think it's real
I
though. I
seen it
don't
on
know,
like
bro.
seven different
If it is,
platforms so
go
far.
ahead and
No,
get out.
I'm seeing academics talking about it. So you know what I mean?
Oh
It's
shit!
a legal.
Oh man, it might be real. Oh damn,
I gotta pull this up after this.
that's
After
crazy.
So Flora, it's safe to say that since we are in in the United States where you're innocent until proven guilty, it's safe to say that the funds that he's collecting are legitimate until it could be proved otherwise. Correct?
No, because so here's why I'll say no is because I think the fact that they're investigating him is because, and if his accounts are still frozen like he claims, I think that they probably, because anybody can call, just like for example, anybody can call CPS and say that you're abusing your children, right? But if there's no evidence,
Yeah.
CPS is gonna go away and they're gonna wash their hands. I think the fact that this has been ongoing and now he's in danger of losing the property, I think this is all kind of just piling up for him, so.
But let me, because I think I heard this right. Then
Until he
my
get his
fault. Go
day in
ahead. Go ahead.
court, until he get his day in court, he's innocent until proven guilty. Correct, Flora?
he's innocent, but they auditing him. They checking to make sure that the money coming in and out of the bank account is pertaining to the school. You know what I mean?
They also
Wait,
said,
am I wrong? No, I thought it was a personal. What is personal though?
No, he got two accounts frozen, personal and business.
Oh, okay.
And if he was
They also said that P. Diddy had drugs in those baby oil bottles.
Oh man, he coming up here with his cape on, boy.
Lord Jesus.
No,
It ain't got nothing to do with
no, that,
he wasn't scamming.
no, it's not about scamming. It's not about scamming. We just believe that these things are true, and that's what. And it's the reason why I'm asking these series of questions, because we do it all the time. It is so
So
easy.
wait a minute. So, brother, he
Now,
been promising
it's
us.
so
Okay, wait. Before you go too far, he been promising us a school for
what I'm
10 years,
saying.
and it has not came about. Can you explain that? Is that not somewhat evidence of possible scam? At
It ain't
least.
evidence until it ain't evidence until it's discovery. It's not discovery yet, so it's not evidence.
Now,
Scamming gotta
now
have
you're
some.
an attorney for the everyday scamming bandit. Are you going to go
It's
be
not
the
even
attorney
about.
for
It's not
people
even
with
about
government
scamming.
check?
It's just something. It's just something that I noticed with us black people. Us black people like
For
to
what?
crucify ourselves. No, we like to crucify all our peoples, and then when white people do these same things, we just let it fall off.
That's
We
not
don't care about that at
Oh,
all.
nigga, I don't care about them either, bro. Don't do that. You got the
It's
wrong one. I can give a fuck
no.
about aliens.
Let me get. Let me get.
I don't think
Let me
I
give you an
don't think
example.
necessarily.
How
I
many
don't think we
people?
make
Let me give an
necessarily.
example. How
I don't.
many people that sat on these lives and talked about Hugh Hefner and all the stuff he did? They didn't, right?
Bro,
But they did.
I'm not white. I don't care about Hugh Hefner. I care about Dr. Umar. Stop doing this, bro. This is a distraction, bro.
You only care about tearing down black people. So go ahead and tear down black people. Go ahead.
I
We'll
don't.
let
I
you.
don't
If
think.
I care about black people, I don't care about Hugh Hefner. Fuck Hugh Hefner. I don't care about Hugh Hefner.
I told down Bill Cosby. Every black person that
Bro,
comes.
Bill Cosby tore himself down when he
Oh,
decided
now
to
he
knock
took
them
himself
hoes
down.
down and give them drugs to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, but
That's
I don't
when
hear
he
you
knocked
talking about
himself
black
down.
Is
Allegedly.
that
I don't hear you
Manosphere
talking
talking?
about
That's Manosphere talking, right?
Allegedly.
He
Oh,
admitted. He
SBI.
admitted to it.
Brett
He admitted
Michael.
to it.
I'm
I
right
He
don't hear
along
admitted
with
to
you.
Allegedly.
it.
about all these
Allegedly.
rock stars that had these kids in they concerts. Y'all don't hear none of y'all talk about none of them. But boy, y'all jump on these panels
Let's
real quick
talk
and say that
about
I'm black.
let's talk about the black scammers because they're taking your
Yeah,
auntie
let's go.
and your
There you
grandma
go.
and your niece. They're taking your niece and aunt and uncle's money pretending to build a school. Okay.
Yeah, it's more personal, brother. It's more personal. Like, I don't
Let's
care about Hugh
Yeah,
Hefner.
wait a
Hugh
minute.
Hefner is
Wait a minute.
I
To be
don't
busted.
think.
fair,
Look,
you don't care
I
about
don't
it
think
because
All I
it's
need
that.
is one mic.
now let's talk one at a time. You know what I'm saying?
All I
But
need
to be
is one
fair, right?
mic.
To be fair, I could see
you
why
care
they
about
would.
him. He's
No,
not black. If he
wait a
was
minute,
black,
man. It's true. To be fair, I could see why they would be worried about the black scammers. Unless the white scammer is scamming the black community, you know what I'm saying? Then I could
Say
see why
that.
they focus on who is scamming the black community. It's not that they focusing on the black person doing the scamming. They focusing on the victim, which is the black community. You know what I'm saying? So I
Say
could
that.
see it, to be fair.
What if
the,
he's
the
Say
record
that.
label the record label scammed the black community plenty of times.
That is true.
Nah,
And you know
bro.
what?
Come on, bro.
So,
Wait a minute.
Bro,
Wait a minute.
bro.
Wait a minute.
What
Wait
is
a minute,
why,
y'all.
well, like
we okay with it? Because you know why we okay with
Wait
it?
a minute. Wait a minute.
Deal.
Man, it's fair. Who's the number one consumer of hip hop music?
Uh-oh.
White folk.
the white?
Exactly.
White folk.
Who is being
But guess
scammed by
what? They scamming black folks, meaning that they're not giving them the deals that they should be getting. That's why they're doing
That's
it.
not the black community. That's
They also do
individual
it.
rappers. Come on.
They also, but at the end of the day, it's the people that came out of the community, though. These are
Bro,
the same people that came out of the community.
that is
Manosphere?
crazy.
Just because,
I'm right along with
That's
you.
crazy.
Hey,
That nigga crazy.
you make it, just because you make it, don't mean you're not a part of the community.
But
Just
look at
because
this.
you make
That's
it, you're not a
individual
part of.
people getting scammed. A lot of these rappers is not giving back to the community. So how is scamming them scamming the black
These
They're
are
community?
locked
the,
in contract. Look at
which
Little Wayne. He can't get off of a tour.
no. These are the same people, witch doctor, that are hire a white man to work on their house rather than hire a black man. These are the same people.
But scamming them is not scamming the
Spanish
black community
person.
then. 'Cause they're not practicing group economics. So scamming them is not affecting the black community. They're individuals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Manosphere. I'm right there with you. I think it's a mental thing. I don't think it's a.
It is.
I don't think it's a scamming thing. I think it's a mentally ill thing. That's what I think it is.
What you mean a mentally ill thing?
I think it's a mentally ill thing. I mean, I just been listening to different stories and people who talk and people who say. I just piece stuff together. Piece the information together. To me, it sounds like it's a mental thing more than it is a scamming thing.
Nah, bro, we gotta stop doing that mental
I'm not saying that he's not
stability
doing
stuff.
wrong. Well, I'm not
y'all
saying
saying
he's
black
not
people,
doing
most black
anything
people
wrong.
got
What I'm
beat for
saying is
years?
let him get his day in court. Let him get his day in court, and we can find out that way. Because there's been plenty of times that they said that certain people did certain things, and right when we seen the trial, we found out it was a lie.
No, no,
Found
no.
out it was not true. It's been plenty of times.
So the one thing that we do know is he's been asking for money for at least 10 years. And he ain't
That's what we know. That's what we know. But we
right.
can't say
Hold on,
we
hold
can't
on. Let me finish. You keep talking over me. Stop
Let
talking.
her, let her learn. Let her learn.
And the whole point is he's been asking for he's been asking for money for the school. Has he directly said I need people to give me money for the school, or has he just asked for donations? Because if he's asked for just donations, that's not illegal. But if
He
he's
did
asked
both.
for, he did both. Oh,
He
okay.
did. He asked for donations for the school. I know it's easy for us to try to look for
Right.
excuses for these
That's
men.
what
He asked for
501(c)(3)s do.
money for the school. He said, "I need to build the school. I need floors. I need walls. I need ceiling tiles. I
Mhm.
need chairs and desks and computers." He asked for everything for the school.
So I
So
think
don't
I
get
think they froze his accounts because they feel like maybe he commingled the money, and you're not supposed
That's
to
what
do
I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
exactly what it
saying.
is.
They don't feel everything. No, listen, we the only people listen. Excuse your feelings when you're talking business and outside of our community because it's about the logic and the exact factor of it, right? If he's going to have a school, he's a 501(c)(3). You're going to get donations. That's how you get money. You don't really have to pay it back, but you have to 1,000% use 90% of that money
Right.
towards what you say you're going to use it for. And the fact,
even if you don't build.
what I'm saying is, you can continue. Let's just say if I get $500,000 in donations this year, and I'll provide the service and I bill, and the results when they come look at my checks and balance, they say, "Dang man, you took 200 kids and made them all smarter, stronger, faster." Boom. So now we're going to give you more money, so maybe you can double that investment with the youth, spread it out even further and further and further. But I still have to make sure when they come say, "Hey, the end of the year is up. We want to see all of your receipts." I got to make sure that I got receipts for my pencils. If I had to take somebody out to lunch, I better have that receipt. If I
Yeah,
drove
you
100
can have
miles,
business dinners and stuff.
but people who are doing business like that have that. The ones that's trying to just wing it and they really ain't about the business, they not gonna have that in order. So and the
Okay,
law go catch up
okay.
with it. So I'm gonna shut up.
Flora, I've been listening intently, right? And I had asked you a couple of questions earlier, and you said that the school is just tied to the it's you said the I'm trying to
501(c)(3).
call it that
The 501(c)(3).
is tied
Yes,
it's tied to a company, right?
Well, the
501(c) is
501(c)(3)
tied to his company.
it's its own entity. The FDMG name, Marcus Garvey, whatever, that's its own entity. The school isn't necessarily a 501(c)(3),
Yeah.
right? 'Cause even that would
Okay, my
have.
question to you. So my question to you, Flora, would be: does he have multiple things under that entity?
Yes, he can have.
Like, is it multiple entities?
No,
No,
it's
Well, no,
the
I think it's just a scoop, right?
501(c)(3). No, it
So
starts at the
no.
501(c)(3). It starts there, and then you can have a school, and then I can have a workshop over here. Then I can have some counseling over
Yeah,
here.
But
Some
no,
that's
no,
mentoring
what
over here.
but he's asking
What does he
is there
have
more
under that?
he's asking is there more accessories other than the school, and I think it's just the school for right now, if I'm not
well,
mistaken.
he's
It
going
might be
up
other
But
stuff.
he is a therapist.
that
He's a
is it
licensed
built? Is
therapist.
it built to have? Is
But
it
that
built
can't be nonprofit for his therapy.
Yes, he can
for
provide a
instance,
service.
can he? Let me give a quick reference. Like, can he have a Starbucks under that entity? Can he have
It depends.
McDonald's under
It
that entity?
depends on the
Can he
purpose of
have?
his 501(c)(3), right? What is the mission for that? Because those are usually approved and given based off of a certain. The grants are given based off of a certain idea or mission statement. So if he's going outside
I get,
the mission statement is just buying furniture for his house, like they tried to say that other lady was scamming that is working with Q Butter. If he had just did something like that, that's different. But the problem is he's gonna have to show that whatever he's doing goes along with the mission statement of his
Right.
501(c)(3), which I think in
you
the
see how
past
you said,
he failed to do.
Flora? You see how you said that the school is just a part of it, right?
Yeah.
It's its own entity. Now, can he, with what it's a part of, can he like add other businesses to it
Yes.
for other means? Can he do that?
He would have to legitimately prove
No,
that
can I just need a yes or no?
I already said he
Yes
can.
or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so since
But
he's
but it would
can.
have to be a part of the mission statement. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it
No,
would
no,
have
no.
to go
I'm
along with
saying
his
this.
501c3.
I'm saying this for a reason because he can easily say that. See, we don't know his other businesses that he has under there as well. We just know about
What
this
businesses
particular one that he's
are
been advertised. We don't know about anything else that could be attached to any other
Yes.
independent entities. We
But
don't know what
but
else
that
is
doesn't
attached.
matter. But that doesn't
Yes,
matter.
he's
Listen.
attaching. What I'm saying is that it can be litigated. It can be litigated that these funds that we think that's going to the school. Yes, he's asking for funds for the school, but what if right now he's working on other funds underneath that same entity?
But here's
Oh,
the
but
thing you
what in
missing.
like a positive way? Like, what do you what,
He's still
like?
missing
What do
the
you
point.
mean?
Instance,
He's still
like for instance, he advertised the school because that's what draws money in.
no,
But
but that's a lie.
he's also trying to connect. Listen, he's also trying to connect a Starbucks to it.
No.
That's what
No,
Oh, bro.
the nonprofit.
I'm
Nonprofits are
asking
very
questions
strict.
for a reason. Listen, I'm asking Flora and I'm asking Coach Fred because they seem like they know more about this information, and I'm trying to
You're
piece
right.
things
Go ahead.
together. I'm not attacking them, and I think Flora gets that, and I'm not attacking her. I'm trying to inquire, can he have an scapegoat and say, well, yes, I asked money for this, but those donations don't
No,
necessarily have to
no,
go to the
no. Well, hold
go
on.
to
No,
this
he
No.
particular
can't
entity,
because
You
that
can't
particular
do that.
entity.
501.
No, brother.
So if that was true, if anybody could do
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah.
Anybody could just come up and claim
Yeah.
501c3 and be able to get off on the taxes. The difference between the 501c3 and other business entities,
Right.
LLC, things like that, is they're taxed a specific way. So
Right.
he has a way that he has to be behaving with himself and
Yes.
with the money. So if they find out, someone said an scapegoat. But if
So
they
so
find
how
out
can
that
they
he was
track?
operating outside of that, he can actually get into a lot of trouble.
Yes, brother.
So
Yes.
question, if he always asks for donations, no matter what, how can they track what's supposed to go to the school and what's supposed to go to the other
That's
entities?
why
But
he's supposed to have business accounts.
right.
So if he
And
doesn't,
how
Yeah.
can they no, what I'm trying to say is, right, let's say if he said, well, all that money that I was getting donations for, I put it
Brother.
in this entity instead of this one.
Brother. Okay, here's the easiest way, the most simplest way. Again, what she's saying is 1,000%. Here's the thing. Let's just say, go by this checklist that's on the screen, right? It's an estimate of the cost, right? So I have a building. Okay, I've raised money. Listen, it's gonna cost $400,000, ladies and gentlemen, for get this building. So hopefully y'all can donate that money. Boom, boom, boom. I get that money, right? I have to specifically take that money and go purchase that building. I can't say I'm gonna put 20,000 on it, then I'm gonna go, pay the rest. No, I allocated to that. Renovations are estimate. This is an estimate. And he had $800,000 left. However, the community said that they would forego the cost that it would cost me to come in and do somebody's home. I will give you my services for free. So you're losing, you're gaining another essentially $2 to $10 million that you don't have to pay out of pocket. So I still got my 800,000. Now, if I go out and buy some furniture, all of that furniture better be in that school. File cabinets, pencils, all those. I can't do it and take it to my house and say it's for my business. Everything. And when they come asking for receipts, that's the critical part. He doesn't have any receipts about what he's been doing for that school. That's why they looking at that's why they're going into his accounts, because now they know. What do you think Dr. Umar's salary is? Or is he still getting donations and using those donations as a salary?
I mean, what is he gonna?
Not mention that for 2 years.
What is he gonna get a salary? What is he gonna get?
Status.
Wait a minute. What is he getting a salary for?
Through the school, through the institution. Yeah, he can pay himself a set of salary aside, maybe 80,000, 60, until he gets to a space where he's getting $3 and $4 million annually him being the head, he can make $200,000 or $300,000 just like a regular
D-
principal at a high
Let me
school.
ask y'all this. So since
DJ is because he signed his name on the paperwork. That's why. That's why he's getting paid.
since the school is not the actual business, the school doesn't have to be running for him because at first I was thinking, what is he gonna get paid for if the school is not running? But y'all saying the
Well,
school is not the business.
his money has to be accounted for too,
Yes.
though, right?
Yes, be
Every
accounted
last
for.
red penny.
So he
Yes.
could just give himself a position in the business, which is not the school, and pay himself for that
Yes.
Well, it's
position.
not a business; it's a non-profit. That's
It's
very
a
important to
nonprofit.
remember.
Donations, mostly
So, in
donations.
order for him to operate and maintain his non-profit status, he has to operate under very strict terms, right? And I think
Yes.
the fact that his accounts are frozen right now is probably the first step into them looking into that as well.
Yes.
So
50 Cent
we'll
gives
find out.
the best model. 50 Cent gives the best example. All of the little businesses that he has, he pays himself a small portion of each business. So his annual salary coming in 4 or 5 different angles could be 300,000-400,000 a year. He's not taking that off the top. See, Dr. Umar took the money off the top, and then he's probably how much you think he needs still to get the school going? What is he in debt for? That's just the taxes.
Ferg, how do we know he took the money off the top? Did they have
Because
like paperwork already showing it?
listen, what I'm saying is that's why they audited
I'm only,
him. But that's why they audit them. That's what they like. You don't like if you get money, they audit you. They make sure you pay taxes. Like when you do just being an entrepreneur, people get their money up front, and if they don't tax, if they filed, I guess a W-4, W-9, or you a 501(c), you still need to report how the money is spent when you get donations. You have to have a ledger that says, okay, I had to travel here to California to meet with some potential investors. This worked out. You have to have the receipts for that. And if you don't have receipts, that's where they get you because they add it up dollar by dollar, cent by cent.
I think it's a possibility that he could have been living off of the money from the lectures. Right? I think he could have been living off the money from the lectures, and the school money could be accounted for. But on the other hand, if he using not the school money, the business money, if he use any of the business money, the IRS is not gonna be feeling that shit, bro.
Not at all.
But I think it's a possibility he could be living off of the lecture money and not the money from the school donations, because he always out of the country, always doing lectures. You know what I mean?
And if they paying him to come over there, that's separate from him taking the money from the school and doing whatever he wants to do with it. Even if he didn't build a school, as long as when they say, because like people are doing, where my money at? Well, it's still sitting over in the bank account right here. And that's the thing. He was spending the money.
So let me ask y'all this: if it turns out that all of the money for the school is accounted for, what y'all gonna say then?
You still got to pay the taxes on the building.
Other than why didn't he pay his bills then? Right?
Yeah,
why are you not taking care of your due bills? Because a lot of the bills run back years. You know, and the fact that they let him sit should show you that the IRS is really not going to pop up unless there becomes a problem with your books, right? Someone mentioned in the chat that in 19 and 20 he lost his 501(c) status because again, if you can't account for every red penny, they're not going to let you go tax free like a 501(c)(3) is.
Yeah. See, if he spends a dime and it's not unaccounted for, it's over. You got to have it all the way down to the 2 cents.
Let's hear what Yvette say, and y'all feel free to chime in. And make sure you hit the like button if you haven't. I appreciate you.
You need, when you're doing something that has never been done, you better sit down somewhere and shut up and figure it out. I told y'all Umar was half crazy when he went on Joe Budden's pod. At the end of the pod, he listed 20 things that he was about to do. I'm going to have a women's conference, a kids conference, a journalism conference. I'm going to have a conference for relationship. I'm going to have a conference for people who like peanut butter. I said, did y'all hear this? This man listed out 10 different kinds of conferences that he's going to have. I said, do you understand how hard it is to put on one conference? But that's what happens when you're not a real leader and you just sitting around playing dolls.
Oh my God.
You remember when you had a doll and you was like, this doll work at the school, and this doll wash cars. This doll right here, he drive post office truck, and you were a kid. But when you get adult, you figure out, hey, in order to do this, I don't have all of the competencies for it. You can't have all the competencies. So who else can do it? There's no way I'm gonna write the do what I do and write and be good enough to write this reparations book, right? So Aisha jumps in and she writes it. She has that expertise. Everybody don't have everything, but if you don't sit down, if you can't sit down and be still with yourself and deal with your own disorder, you can't help nobody else. Can't help nobody sit still when you can't sit still and you always running around like a big old child. Let me just put up a couple. Like I said, we're not gonna be here long night. I don't want to spend no. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be. Oh, this man's crazy.
Try to throw shade at Tariq Nasheed. You know, she's not gonna sit up because Tariq Nasheed did like almost an hour video on Umar. Now her and Tariq Nasheed, they don't really fuck with each other like that. You know what I mean?
Sit still and you always running around like a big old child. Let me just put up a couple. Like I said, we're not gonna be here long night. I don't want to spend no. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be. Oh, this man's crazy. I'm telling you, it's something going on here. Oh, so we said license and accreditation. That's 50 to 250K. We're talking about a boarding school. That's how he started out. Initial staff and recruitment 200K to 500K, and that's low. Cause he's talking about that is that's low balling. And we can just let's just say it's a day school. That's still low balling.
Can we stop?
Let's just say ain't no board. It's just day.
Everything she's saying is facts, right? Because you're talking about a budget for a staff at $250,000. You think very many teachers are going to go under $50,000? You're talking Mississippi's teacher salary wages. $250,000 split, what, 5 ways, 6 ways? I mean, how many staff? Is it just administrative staff? Is it teacher staff? So, yeah, he just didn't know what he was doing. He should have let the business people take over, and he could have just been the CEO and came in and gave Minister Farrakhan inspiration to the students. It would have been monumental. But
So y'all saying that the money that he raised, right, is more than enough, or is no way close to the amount of money that is needed to run something like this?
it was enough to get him started.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it was enough to get him started. And think about it. This been years. So if he would have got it started, people were volunteering to come in and take away millions of dollars in just getting it started. So he could have got it going. Then people would have saw his work, because on YouTube, everybody, we criticize it and we'll critique it down to the core. And if we're talking about our boys and young women are being a little bit more raunchy and discouraging as all of these smart people on YouTube, he would have made a world of a difference, but he didn't do it. So
Go ahead. What you about to say, Flora?
I was just gonna say, like, Umar is a scammer, guys. What business person does anybody know that doesn't let anybody help them run their books, even keep things just organized, even having an assistant, right? What person have you ever seen successful do what Umar was trying to do with the money he had? Now, no, I don't think for what he wanted that he could have opened all of that. I don't think he could open a school where boys are going to board. He was putting way too much cost. He actually, before he was found out to be, actually in debt to the government, he was telling parents they would have to pay $500 a month.
Yeah.
Okay? $500 a month to send kids to a bando in the middle of Wilmington, Delaware, right? I don't think that, regardless of the money that he had, I don't think he was going to do it. All right, he just didn't have the mindset to do it. He could have.
That's what I think we ended up with.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just gonna add really quickly. He could have started small. Like, you see how the low end is 4 million. He only got around 2 from what we know. If he would have started with like a digital school, he didn't even have to touch an M. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't even want to do that. He just wanted really to pocket the money.
We ain't no he lowballing. Let's go to marketing, admissions, and outreach. That's 50K to 150K. Let's go to working capital, 1 million to 2 million to cover initial months before tuition flows in. Typical startup costs, low end $4.5 to $5 million. High end $15 million if you're building or gut rehabbing an older property. This is stupid. This has always been stupid. And for some reason, we're just unwilling to call a thing. And we will sit back for years, not months, not days. We will sit back for years and say, oh, I got love for the brother. Let's give him a chance. Hey, listen to me. I can have love for you and say, you can't do this. And get them people their money back. Get them people their money back. You have to be able to. You cannot. Well, we got you 5 years in. We got a building. You don't have a building that works, sir, for what you're trying to do, and you don't have the money for that. And I don't see you somewhere working to get that capital in. Like we shouldn't even see Umar unless somebody has him out somewhere fundraising.
Could you stop it?
We shouldn't even.
I agree with what she's saying. You know what I mean? Because he's touring too much. And he's the only one supposedly doing all of this. So while he's touring, then there's nothing being worked on in regards to the school because he's not even there.
And again, this is the crazy part. When you look at this breakdown, he had 70% of that overhead cost eliminated by people who were volunteering to come in and do what the white guy said. We're going to update all of the plumbing, all of the electrical, redo the floor at pennies on the dollar because you don't have to pay that overhead. Everything else, staff, like she said, there's a low balling cost. He raised up 1.2 million. Maybe he needed 4.5. Once he got the building going and people came in and donated, people would have started signing up for the school. He probably could have went around asking for more donations because people are seeing the work being done. But here we are years later, and the building is probably older, been sitting, and now people who've actually offered to provide that, people are speaking up saying, hey, we went to him to give him stuff and he turned us down. He didn't answer our calls. But yet, where's the money? And now he didn't pay the taxes. So if he didn't pay the taxes on the building, so people can come and steal.
People help him though. I seen people help him clean up the school early on. I saw people in there with videos and stuff.
But early on, people are motivated. 2 years later,
but I don't know if any were contractors or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just probably some local people. But it really wouldn't take contractors. Local people come in because they galvanize like, yeah, we want a school for our young man. And then all of a sudden, after we clean it up, then we don't see you back no more. We don't see nothing done. People that live in those neighborhoods, they see what's going on. So,
let's play a little bit more of this and let's welcome Triple back to the stage.
You see me when I'm out somewhere I'm here because I don't get paid from the org. Unlike Umar, I don't get paid a dime. So it's funny when people are like, what about you, Yvette? You do stuff and you with the founder. I don't get a dime. And I said, it is set up that way. All the money that comes into the ADOS Advocacy Foundation, ADOS Empowerment Project, ADOS RI goes right back in. It goes right back in. Nobody gets paid. But this is how other people maintain their lifestyles. And instead of us.
Go ahead. And by the way, the ADOS thing she's talking about is this is like FBA, but she started it first, and Tariq Nasheed deviated from rocking with her and created his own branch of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Triple Black.
I mean, do people understand what a profit model is and a public model is?
Enlighten us.
A profit model, you're trying to make profit. I think that's one of the big essential mistakes that he made. Is he probably looked at it from a business perspective. Like in a public administration model, you want to get even. You know what I'm saying? All your costs and your outputs and all this type of shit need to be equal, right? So he was thinking probably that he needed to be ahead of that shit, and he was always battling to be that shit. You know what I'm saying? If he would have took the approach, you know what? Long as I break even, I'm cool. He was always trying to fight against, you know what I'm saying, being ahead. And that was one of the biggest mistakes that he made. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm.
know, you're supposed to break even for a school. A school is not supposed to be profitable. It's supposed to be even. You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying?
Yes.
It's
But they're
supposed to be
saying that the
even.
school, but they're saying that the school, and let me know if I'm echoing. What the fuck is that? They're saying that the school is not the actual business. The school is owned by the actual business.
No, the school is not supposed to be a profit model.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a profit model. You're not supposed to
Yeah.
profit on a school.
Yeah.
You're
That's
supposed to
why
break
it's, yeah.
even.
That's it.
So the outputs
Well,
and the
he
inputs
was
supposed to
trying
be
to open a
equal.
private school, so the 501(c) status was his business, or
Yeah.
not business, but nonprofit. Um,
That's why it's called a nonprofit because you're not supposed to make profit off it.
Right. That's it.
You're supposed to be even.
Yep. Balances out at zero.
well, that's not. It's not supposed to have commercial profit, right? It's supposed to have some other type of benefit to society. A lot of times you'll see schools, organizations that take in girls or things like that. Those will be nonprofits, but it's not that the organization isn't necessarily making money. It's just not a business model. They're making money
Yeah.
because they have to pay people.
That's what he said.
They have to above break even.
Yeah. That's what he said, though.
A profit model in a business, I mean, in a nonprofit model is different. Like you're supposed to get all the essentials paid, and you're supposed to operate on that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For some reason, Umar felt like he needed to be ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? Instead of making, you know what I'm saying? Instead of breaking even, he needed to make,
Mm.
over that.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
where
He's
he was always fighting against that. I'm
he's
not
like
defending
what?
him.
No, he practiced the same model why most black people's businesses go under. They want to get their money off the top first instead of investing into the business. That's the problem. He went about it ass backwards, like people do who don't really understand business. Anytime you start a business, yes, my brother's right. That's why those receipts come in handy because they look for receipts so you can break even. And every year, the state, the government, your private entities, they can all donate money, and that money better go to the band. It better go to the custodians. It better go to your books, your pencils, your papers, your staff, every your cutting your grass on the campus, keeping the roof from leaking. All of that money must be accounted for.
Shows the Unk be streaming. He said his ass should have done an online school. And
Right.
yeah, I think a couple of us mentioned that earlier. I appreciate you for your support. Appreciate you.
Money counting team. Money
Let me ask the panel a question.
money counting team.
You got it, Triple Black.
No, what I was saying is the idea. Do you guys feel like the idea was unfounded that he was trying to do? Regardless if he executed it in the right, you know, the right way. Do you think that the idea that he made was unfounded? Was it
What, what,
something that was needed?
what do you mean? The fact that he wanted to open up a school?
All
Yeah,
black school.
Yeah, that's needed.
an all
You
black
see, hold
school
up, hold up.
for
Yes, that's
boys.
needed, brother. That's easy for me because we know what is needed. We black folk are complaining that the kids are not getting educated, right? But ain't no black folk trying to educate the kids. So the fact that he had a premise of that, yes, I think it should be more, especially with my brother that said he's willing to come in and take it out from up under Dumas' hand because he has a educational background. Yes, I would hope more $100,000 airs on YouTube because everybody make $100K on YouTube. Donate $10,000 and start creating schools to educate our young black men and young black women, so they won't have the same issues about not getting together and building and creating dynasties and things going forward for the future. Other than that, just gonna be a whole bunch of niggas 35 and over crying about the shit they can't do. And this is where we're gonna be at, man. So salute to you, it's Dr. Ben. I'm out, man. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, coach.
But I mean, okay. Let me ask this final question.
Go
So
ahead.
if somebody comes in there and buys that school and makes it a, let's just say, a shopping center or business that's thriving, other than what he was firstly intended of doing, that is that a win?
It depends. First of all, I think it'll be more easier for them to buy the property and make it into a school because is already a school. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna need to fix some stuff rather than like change up the whole structure of the building or just demolish it and build a new structure. To me, that is harder. I think it would be better if
I
they
know,
had
but I mean, the,
but
the,
if they
the
had
essential
any other
question.
business, but if they had any other business, if it's a black owned business and it's centered around giving back to the community, it probably is still a win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, okay, all right. No, no, I accept that. But I mean, other than that, if somebody comes in there and makes it more successful than what he intended it to be, is that a win?
It is a win. But the win for who? Wait a minute. When you say a win for who?
Well, I mean, what his intentions are. I mean, I don't know him personally, but it sounds like he was trying to. I mean, I guess, was it a good intentions? I don't know what the proverb is. It's paved
Yeah, the
with bad
road to hell is
intentions.
paved with good intentions.
Right, right, right. So if somebody comes in there and you know what, let's just say they make it the supermarket and it becomes a big supermarket that's profitable.
They will be
I mean, are
winning.
you guys going to be happy?
They will be winning. I will be indifferent. They will be winning though. Maybe people in that community, um, Wilmington, Delaware, maybe they will benefit from having a supermarket there. Who knows? But as far as the black community as a whole, I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know how it would. Maybe indirectly it will benefit the black community. But anybody that get, like Coach Ferg said in the chat, anybody that get the building and make it into a profitable, successful business, that's a win for them. You know what I mean?
Seeing
It's a
that
win
as
for
a
them.
lifestyle, Griff, we'd be like, well, give him a chance. No, it's apparent he doesn't have it. It's apparent that he never.
As a matter of fact, go ahead. I think we finished with his EVET video, but I think it's a win for whoever could attain the building and shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it for a way lower price. It's gonna be on auction, so you could definitely get it for cheap. You know what I mean?
I mean, but when you listen to Yvette Carnell, don't you have to take that with a grain of salt? From the beginning, she was always an adversary of Dr. Umar.
Yeah, but that don't
Am I?
necessarily mean that she's lying because her and Tariq Nasheed, even people who used to support him, are speaking out on this. So it's not just his adversaries. Is
She looked like she related to Christopher Reed.
and it's Yvette
Kid
Cornell.
from Kid and Play.
It's a YouTube OG. Y'all heard about Travis Hunter? Somebody brought this to our attention in the chat, and I promised them we're gonna check this out. This is Travis Hunter. We're gonna get out of the Umar stuff for a while until we get more updates.
Anyway,
I think his deadline is the 26th. The 26th is next week. Yeah, next week, Tuesday. Not this Tuesday, the Tuesday after. Let me play this though. This is Travis Hunter. Let's check out where is the update. We got DJ Academics. Let me speed this shit up too.
pray for my man Travis Hunter. There's rumors that his current girl is pregnant, but you know that's only rumors. It came out basically came out a month ago. People saying that their wedding, she seemed like she had a baby bump. A lot of people were saying, "Yo, it looks like they're pregnant with a baby." He also bought her. We all saw the wedding gift. The wedding gift was like pretty What was it? This? It was like a G-Wagon or something like that. Okay. Okay. After that,
How
my daughter's
romantic.
upstairs crying like, oh, Jesus. After that, we saw Travis Hunter. No, we saw his wife get on social media, and I don't know what this is about because she uploaded, I don't even know where she uploaded this, but supposedly it's new. She uploaded a video of her crying. And it had like a speech over it. I don't know what and she had a caption. She says, and when God gets ready to make you a great woman.
When God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer.
Yo, y'all absolutely love this chick. I'm going to be honest with you. Because she never stops. Okay? I love her. She never stops. There's certain women who have the need to always be a victim. And I do believe that she probably thinks that she's the one who has suffered because of public scrutiny. You know, a lot of people have been getting at her, calling her a gold digger, basically telling Travis Hunter to leave her. I guarantee she got married. I think that's a ring on the finger, right? Am I tripping? It's time for her to play victim. Okay? Woe is me. Yo, I went through so much to get here. And basically, just like how we saw many situations before, it's time to take the spotlight off of Travis Hunter. Okay? It's time to victimize herself, and no one does it better than usually a Caucasian woman who is quick to tears without an onion in sight. Trust me, look at her.
The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book. And when God gets...
Now, again, I don't know if this is old because it looked like she's mouthing certain things and there's a voiceover. So I really don't know. But anytime somebody takes their camera phone and positions it perfectly in front of their face and starts bawling, that person's a psychopath to me. Okay, Tyree's a psychopath. She's a psychopath. Now, I'm not saying you can't be emotional, but if you purposely record yourself crying, it only could be to elicit sympathy and only to...
Flora said, he looks like a bug. I don't blame her for hitting a lick. She also said she should be paid to sleep with him. He's not attractive at all.
And the bandits, one of the most biggest bandits.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute, Flora. You standing on this, Flora?
Yeah.
All right, let's move along. It's already the Lord's Day. Let's move along.
You know, put it in the atmosphere to kind of try to manipulate people. So again, this is some good psychopath behavior. And again, I'm wishing the best for them. I keep telling you, I'm not one of them niggas who keep saying, yo, I hope Travis Hunter leaves her. No, the nigga seems like he's unhappy without her. So let the boy learn his lesson. If he's going to learn a lesson, whether she leaves him, whether she...
Shows to Vato, he said, Flora, you were married to a Section 8 bug. This is crazy. This is insane, man. You know, let's move along.
She cheats on him. Whatever it is, let him learn his lesson. And at least he'll be happy in the interim. And hopefully whatever team he went to in the NFL, he can make them win some games because he seems content. And if he's fine with it, I'm cool with it too. But this is manipulation.
It's ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
Okay. All right.
We
Man,
stopped
the season ain't started yet, man.
Go ahead.
Who cares about the truth if the lie is I guess more interesting? Okay, let's just say that this is true, that she wants to be out of it, right? He didn't sign a prenup. How can she ask for more money than $40 million?
Damn, $40 million. Insane.
Right. He signed a rookie deal for $40 million. If we're going by like, cookie cutter, just standard, right? You get half, right? If he's worth $40 million, how can she get more than $40 million?
I mean, I don't know. It could probably be future estimate.
With no kids.
I don't know, bro. It depends on her lawyer, I guess. And Tay said, "Does this? No, this does not affect our lives." I just reviewed it because somebody in the chat mentioned it. You know what I'm saying? So we decided to take a look and see what's going on. But right after this, I got some shit that might affect your life. But I don't know. It could be based on future estimated earnings. What do you think?
I mean, that would be a post-nup. That would be a post. I mean, that would be. I mean, if it's a prenup, that means everything that. Say, if I'm worth $40 million, right? It goes right down the middle, right? Afterward and shit like that. If I'm still in the game, I mean, so if she wants to get out right now, let's just say that he's worth $40 million or $45 million. She gets half that.
They're saying in the
How?
chat that no prenup. They didn't have no prenup when they married.
Right, right. So you hear a whole bunch of stories. How can she get $40 million when there was no prenup? And if I mean, they married in Tennessee or some shit like that. How could she get more than that? I'm just, I mean, there's a lot of people that are chiming in on this shit. Please explain how she gets more than that.
Mm. I do not know.
Listen, I can't wait for her.
I think we should get off this story though, because this is still new. Don't get me wrong, academic is sometimes credible, but I think we should wait because I don't know shit about this story. This is the first video I'm watching about it actually. But let's get into this thing about the police. I want to know if the police is too above the law. I was looking up the arrest rate for a lot of cops, and I think it was like 30% cops are arrested for a crime, and 30% of that 30 or 33% of that 30 are convicted of crimes, right? And shit like they just open the gateway for abuse of power, right? Let me play this video for y'all. This is a state trooper. Him and this YouTuber, or let's just say journalist, they beefing, and the shit escalated to a next level, right? Let me let y'all check this out. This is the first interaction.
In writing. Yeah. Who's the guy behind you that
I have to conduct business here, Sergeant.
Sir, what can we do for you? Come on.
Wait a minute.
In writing.
Yeah.
Who's the guy behind you that
I have to conduct business here, Sergeant.
Sir, what can we do for you? Come on.
Oh, you're the Sergeant Pistol Performance, aren't you?
Come on.
All right, come on in, sir.
Excuse me, sir. You have to get out of the way.
Sir, I know your inclination is wanting to assault me, Sergeant. Stop pushing me. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to get in the building.
You have no business.
I do have business here. Stop acting like a savage. What are you doing?
The security camera footage clearly shows Sergeant Brian Fahey violently take my camera from my possession, stopping it from recording. I want you all to take a moment and think about what would happen if one of us did this to a law enforcement officer.
Back up
Take
before
my
I
phone
arrest
again. I have
you.
other
Back up
watching
before
you.
I arrest you. Back
Our
up.
body camera's on.
That's fine. Get
You
away
like
from
to
the
do
door.
things in
You
front of
don't need to
people's
block
body
the door. Don't block the door.
No one's scared of you,
Don't.
Sergeant.
I didn't say you were. Don't
I'm not
block the
scared of
door.
you.
Don't block the door. Don't block the door. Don't block the door. Don't block the door.
Yeah, I'm not scared of you.
Don't block the door.
Do what you gotta do.
Don't block the door.
Do what you gotta do, because I'm not scared of you, Sergeant. I'm allowed to come into the building.
Correct.
Oh, Don, which one? The dude from Long Island, I think is audit, or the cop or the trooper.
Thank you.
Why are you so mad, Sergeant?
I'm not mad. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, yeah, after you assaulted me, right?
I didn't assault you.
Yes, you did. You did it last time. You did it again. Because you're scared. You wouldn't do it without a uniform.
Because I'm what?
You're scared. You wouldn't do it without that gun on your hip and that badge.
You wouldn't do it without that
You
phone?
wouldn't do it. Let's take them all off, right? That's what I thought. All right, fellow patriots. Sergeant Fahey was totally cleared after this incident as well, after an investigation by both the Connecticut State Police and the state's attorney. Exhausting all my avenues for accountability, I filed a federal lawsuit against Sergeant Fahey. It has taken us years to get to this point, but we are finally on April 25th of this year, 2025, going to be deposing Sergeant Fahey, the deputy.
So basically, he and the cop got into altercation as he was trying to enter this building and film. And he actually got a channel that's based on exposing corruption in the police system. Or you got an audit in channel 2. Yo, Don, I need to holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So this is what happened, right? And I think they put the cop on desk duty. He's a state trooper. They put him on desk duty. But this dude found out that even though the cop is on desk duty, he's getting way too much money. So he think the guy is cooking the books, right? So he decided to pull up to the cop's house to do an interview with him, right?
Stop. Turn this off. Yeah. Okay. Right now.
You spit in my face. Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand.
goddamn
And by the way, the cop spit in his face. Check this out.
right now.
You spit in my face.
These two were the two in the video earlier. They had an earlier altercation at a different location. This is actually this cop's driveway, right? And I won't go to the police driveway. That's doing a little bit too much, you know what I mean? But let's see how far this shit go.
Right now.
You spit in my face. Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand.
goddamn Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my
Get off my
face.
property
You're
right
going
now.
to jail now.
Get
Look
off
at
my
this.
property
Look
right
at this. He spit in my
Get off my
face.
pro-
You said
You're
you're
right
going
in my
to jail.
face.
It's all being recorded.
I don't care.
I
Get
know you
off
don't
my
care
property
because you don't face any
right now.
consequences. Don't
This is
spit in
the
my
biggest
face.
mistake you ever
No,
made.
no, it's not.
This is
It's the biggest mistake
you
you ever
ever
made.
made.
Look at the gun in his hand. He spit in my face. I want him arrested.
So we went through the assault statute, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault. Turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous.
That's harassment.
Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. We are currently at an undisclosed affluent location here in the state of Connecticut. Excuse me, Corrupticut. We are here today, as you can see, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to protest and resist tyranny, and also to investigate allegations of corruption that has been made against Connecticut State Trooper Sergeant Brian Fahey. As you can see behind me, Sergeant Brian Fahey is no stranger to tyranny and corruption. Let's get into it. Now, as far as the allegations being made against Sergeant Brian Fahey, I was told through an anonymous tip that he is receiving fraudulent overtime every single year. Now, that was strange to me because Sergeant Brian Fahey, as we know, is the sergeant of pistol permits in an office. How does he receive overtime to begin with? Isn't it a 9-to-5 job? So I did some investigating, and Sergeant Brian Fahey makes over $200,000 a year. Now, get this, $75,000 of that $212,000 to be exact comes from overtime. $75,000.
So the man is not just getting, it's not that he's getting paid 75,000, he's getting 75 in overtime. That's his overtime money. And the cop spit on the journalist. He actually spit in his mouth. He said it in his face, but later on he spit in his mouth. Some of the spit went in his mouth. That's crazy. Hope he ain't got got nothing crazy.
What can this be? Does he stay late when they're closed after 5 o'clock? Does he go back on the streets to patrol? I mean, I was told by my sources that he was kicked out of patrol and he's a danger to the community. That's why they have him working in the office. But to get $75,000 in overtime every single year from a desk job, it didn't add up. And that's why I came here to Sergeant Brian Fahey's neighborhood to protest his tyranny and corruption, the lack of accountability, but also, as any good independent journalist would, to ask questions about this overtime allegation. So as always, you always want to be on the lookout for any no trespassing signs, restricted area signs. I don't see why there would be in this neighborhood here, but we just want to ask some questions, see what's going on with this overtime allegation. Hopefully he answers us. It says here, the Faheys looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions.
This is harassment at its finest. No, I'm sorry. Harassment. I want to. No, listen. It's not even about the law. If he done this to anybody, this is harassment.
You saying the nigga that pull up to the police crib harassing him?
No. Really think about it, Witch Doctor. If anybody pull up to your house and did the things he was doing, he would get dealt with. This is not even about the police. This is about you doing some reckless stuff and you just harassing people.
I mean, but you also have to keep it in context, though. I mean, if he's
so it's okay for you to go to the house.
If he's a police officer, usually one of the restrictions is he has to live within city limits or.
That's not all law enforcement officers, but for you, look what he did. He walked up to the man.
Okay. I mean, if you're in that field, I mean, do you agree with me that
the front porch?
I know, but I mean, it.
How can we justify that?
It sounds. it sounds like that
Johnson,
it,
if I
it, it
walked
might
up, if I had beef with you, Johnson, if I had beef with you and I walked up to your front porch, you're not gonna feel no type of way.
But wait a minute, no. Wait a minute.
no.
Let me ask you
What I'm
this.
saying is,
Wait a minute. Let me
I mean, as a
let me change.
police
Wait a minute.
officer,
Wait a minute on Triple Black.
No,
And
just
I think your
because he's
government.
a police officer.
Wait a minute, Triple Black. I think your government name is on the screen too. By the way, I'm not sure if you did that on
yeah, I
purpose.
know I fucked up on that one, but I'll get that shit cleared up. But anyway,
Let me change that shit.
yeah.
But let me ask you this on Manosphere.
I thought you wanted that to be out there.
Manosphere, if you got beef with Triple Black, right? And I'm changing your name. I got
I ain't
you.
going to his porch.
No, but let's say you got beef with him and you work for UPS. Are you gonna skip his mailbox? You know what I'm saying? What if you gotta put it in front of the door? Are you gonna skip his door because y'all got issues?
No, but that's the thing though. That's a working situation. This guy
But he's a
literally
journalist. He's working. He's conducting an interview.
nah, this dude is I get what you're saying, Witch Doctor, but this man is literally tracking this dude down to harass him. What would you do if you had an issue, Witch Doctor, with the mailman and he's coming over there your mailbox is out there on the street, but he's coming to your porch to knock on the door to get your attention.
I'm gonna make sure he just come to drop the mail and keep it pushing. Any minute, any second longer than you know what I'm saying, then you need to.
He's following this guy. He's looking up this guy information. I'm not even putting this on like a law enforcement person. I'm putting this on just messing with people, being in people's face in general. No one would allow it.
I get it. It could be menacing, and he could be taunting the guy. Ain't something that I would do. But I'm just saying, we still gotta stay in confines of the law, especially when cameras is rolling. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. When cameras is rolling, you need to follow the
No,
law.
I get the cameras is rolling things, right, Witch Doctor? But when we're talking about someone believing that they're above the law, that man also is above the law.
How is he above the law? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Triple Black. I got you right after this. How is he above the law when he actually know the law? That is why he knows the law. This is what he does. This is the type of content he does for a living.
I'm not talking.
Wait a minute, Manosphere. The way he walked up the man driveway, he did it all within the confines of the law. If somebody tell you to leave, if you don't see a do not trespassing sign, you could go up there. If somebody tell you to leave, all you got to do is leave. If you refuse to leave, now we got an issue.
So he was literally spitting his man's face while they was yelling at each other, telling the man to get off my property. He say he don't gotta go nowhere. Literally, he told him
as a police officer, are you a public servant?
at that moment? He's a civilian at that moment.
No, are you a public servant?
Is he a public servant?
Yes.
He is
He's
a
all
public
on his own time.
No, I'm just saying, are you a public servant? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, all right.
But you can look these things. You can look these things up
That's
on
different.
Google. No, that's why.
No, I can look that shit up on Google. Yeah, a police officer,
what I'm saying
a
is,
fireman,
Wait a minute,
or anybody, they're public servants.
So
But I don't
this is what I'm trying to say. Even if you're that, it doesn't give people the right to harass you. It does not.
If you off duty, you're
a public servant.
Wait a minute though, Triple Black. If you off duty, you technically a civilian at the time that you off duty. Because you know
that doesn't that does not ring true at all.
It is true.
No, it's not. No, it's
you're
not.
getting paid 24/7.
You're a public servant. You're a public servant. If you're the governor and somebody has the right, they have the right to come to your fucking front porch and air out their grievances.
So Triple Black, if you're a public servant, right, that gives anybody the right to come up to your house and harass you.
Yeah, that's why you.
You're off, Triple Black.
Servitude. It's servitude.
Wait a minute. I just looked it up. Right? It says police officers are civilian. when they off duty. Wait a minute, and even in some cases when they on duty. I didn't know that shit. You know what I'm saying?
So are they on call?
I don't
No,
think the dude was on call when he's in his crib, bro.
So I
See,
mean, I mean, we can play semantics,
triple back.
but I'll play semantics just to
Triple
prove my
back.
point.
It's not about semantics. Which doctor just proved it to you when he Googled it that that man is off duty. He's considered a
That's
civilian. And besides that, it doesn't give you the right. That means you believe you above everything when you walk up to a law enforcement officer and sit there and literally harass this man. You looked up
nah,
this
but
man
we gotta
housing
you see,
information,
we gotta
went to
watch the
his
video.
case.
We
as
gotta
a
watch the
public
video
servant.
because y'all going by the little clip. The video is gonna show
Okay,
exactly
okay. So
when he
so
walked.
so okay, okay. Let me give you this scenario, right? Let's just say I'm on the street.
Diesel that when you need
No,
it.
no,
Go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 no. I mean, okay. Go ahead and get your shit off, and
Wait, let me
let me
play the.
talk.
How about this? How
The
about
Let me
this?
context.
talk.
Wait a minute,
Context.
Let me
y'all.
talk.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How about this? Let me play the video, right? Because we gotta get more context, and he gonna
I
show
mean,
that.
I would give you context to it.
Wait a minute. We talking about this exact scenario. We don't want to create a different scenario. Let me play the video so we're gonna see exactly how he walked up to the house. Was he hostile? How he approached it? You know what I mean?
Says here the Fahey's looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask.
And there's a reason why he's mentioning there's no trespassing sign, and it's a reason why people put up no trespassing signs, bro. It's a reason you gotta put
Also,
up beware of the dog signs. It's a reason you gotta do these
which
type of
doctor?
things.
Which doctor? Also, when they had that confirmation on that confrontation earlier, he was telling the man, "Get off my property." He was telling him, "I ain't gotta go nowhere." So he told
Nah,
him to
he
get off
didn't
the
say that.
property.
He didn't say that. He walked away, bro. I seen it. He walked away.
But I mean,
I think
which
it's
doctor?
harassing. You guys don't think if he does his job, that's crazy.
If me and you have a conversation like on the street, right? And then you have
Now
this
this is at
one
his house.
guy.
Who's his
No, no,
house?
no, no. Oh,
Wait. They had an earlier
that doesn't
confrontation.
matter.
Let him land. Let him land. Go ahead,
It
Triple.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. So you have an off-duty
Say the
cop, right?
scenario.
That's not on the clock. That's not on the clock,
Right.
right? And he said, you know what? Lay the fuck down and let me arrest you. Is that an illegal arrest or not, based on the logic that you just used?
Nah. It could be a legal arrest because a citizen, a person could
Why?
be a citizen
Why?
arrest
Why?
too.
Why?
Wait a
I mean,
minute,
he's off
bro.
duty.
Bro,
He's
let me
off
let
duty.
you know. Let me let you know why, bro. He could, off-duty cop could still arrest somebody. A citizen could arrest somebody. The McDonald's girl, well, a citizen detained her until the police come when she stabbed the lady up, the McDonald's chick. So there is such a thing as citizens arrest. So I don't think it's unlawful if an off-duty cop arrests somebody. I think it's based on the scenario. But I just want us to play the video so y'all can make y'all judgment after it come back to the point when he's telling him leave. I just want y'all to see how everything happened.
See what's going on with this overtime allegation. Hopefully he answers us. Says here the Fahey's looks like we're.
You see, he's on camera. He's saying what he's about to do. Let me just put it back from here.
So as always, you always want to be on the lookout for any no trespassing signs, restricted area signs. I don't see why there would be in this neighborhood here, but we just want to ask some questions, see what's going on with this overtime allegation. Hopefully he answers us. Says here the Fahey's looks like we're in the right spot. Again, there aren't any no trespassing signs. We're just coming in peace to ask some questions. Oh, I'm currently being recorded, his Ring camera said.
Can I help you?
Hey, Sergeant Fahey, how are you?
Get off my property.
Nope, there is no posted sign. There's no problem. Do you have any, let's go. Do you have any comments on the allegations that you are, I am moving?
If you notice, as soon as the man is talking about getting off the property, the camera is moving. The camera and the journalist is moving away from the property. Sure, he didn't run away from the property. Sure, he didn't teleport. But he's literally walking away. It's not like he's gonna.
Also, which doctor? Which doctor? Which doctor? What did he
I
do?
know,
He
but
got
I
on the
mean, but
phone.
he's
He got on the
playing.
phone. He didn't make no arrest. He got on the phone. He did not make an arrest.
Where he got on the phone, but then he got in the house and grabbed his hammer, bro.
I would too, because I don't trust this person.
But this man is
You
leaving,
wouldn't?
and I get it. You could grab the
So,
hammer, but the spitting in the
witch
face, to me,
doctor, you got
everything up to
somebody,
the
you know, witch doctor, witch doctor, you got beef with someone, and he just showed up to your house. You gonna leave the hammer inside the house?
I'm not gonna leave the hammer.
Thank you. He's doing what anybody would do. We want these law enforcement officers just be bulletproof on everything. Nah, man, this is harassment. We gotta admit that this is harassment.
Bro, I don't think
But
it's
if
harassment.
you have a unruly customer in your business
This ain't a
establishment, right?
customer.
No, hold on. I mean, no, what I'm saying, so you have the right to shoot them on site.
Every laws is different in every state. If you in the state of
Man,
Florida,
no, straight
and
up and
you
down. I asked you a straight up question.
every
Don't do
law
all
is
that.
And
different.
triple back, your mic is going in and out. It's sounding crazy. I don't know
Man,
if you
don't do
That
that
one
shit, man.
mic,
Don't do
that
that shit.
one mic.
Don't do
yeah,
that shit.
triple black. I think you listen back to it on YouTube. I think you maybe it's your headphones or something. You sound like you're on a phone and shit. But go ahead, man.
Funny. Let's take away him being a law enforcement officer. Do you feel like this is harassment?
I don't feel like it's harassment, but I do think he should get the fuck off the property. Like if somebody come to my crib, I mean them got issues, they need to get the fuck on. Like I might even bust a warning shot in the ear. You know what I mean? They need to get on.
Right.
But
Go
the
ahead,
thing
man.
is,
Which doctor?
I mean, you can lick a shot, but damn. I mean, what does that mean? I mean, is he violating them?
there's a warning shot. It's a warning shot, not shooting the person. Shooting like you might just you bust a warning shot, but you're not gonna point it at the person because you can't judge you're not a mind reader to judge the intentions pulling up to your crib. One, it could be they pull up to the wrong crib by accident. Two, it could be they doing their job. They come to like whatever. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So you can't just straight
No,
shoot
I
them.
mean, you can lick a shot. I mean, you can lick a shot. But what I'm saying is, from a public administration perspective, this guy is a public servant. So what he signed up is scrutiny from the public, straight up and down.
Exactly.
He's not above the law. I mean, so people can go on his property and say what the fuck they want to say.
And
He's a
that's what I'm
public
saying.
servant.
That's what I'm saying. Manosphere algorithm is talking about personal versus legal, right? Sure, if me and somebody got an issue, I don't want them coming to my crib. But what if the person I got an issue with is a UPS driver? And whilst they're doing their job, because this man is a journalist, so whilst he's doing his investigative journalism, he pull up to the man crib. He ain't pull up with no weapons or no shit like that. And when the man prompt him to leave, and wait a minute, triple black. Wait a minute, triple black. When the man prompt him to leave, it looked like he's leaving, bro.
But that guy probably lives in his jurisdiction, so he has the right to go and confront any politician or whoever.
Not confront.
But I mean, but to ask questions to any. If you live in my jurisdiction, right, and I cast my vote for you or whoever, and I'm in that, I have the right to do what I got to do. I mean, you can't restrict me from being on your property. That's crazy.
Right.
Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out. Ladies and
You're
gentlemen, he was
no
so angry.
longer a civilian.
Let's watch the full
You're not
interaction.
but you're not civilian no more.
I'll play the full interaction and then I'm gonna let Triple Black and Manosphere get it in and Big Giz also, right? Let's go.
Allegations that you are, I am moving. Do you have any comment on the allegations that you are receiving? Couldn't even get the question out. Ladies and gentlemen, he was so angry. Couldn't even get the question out. He says that there's no trespassing signs. Let's see. Let's see if there's no trespassing signs. What a coward. He can assault me in broad daylight while receiving taxpayer money.
But the minute an independent journalist comes to his home, and he's probably going to try and get me unlawfully arrested now. As you can see, I moved back his camera that says you are currently being recorded. I film this guy. You're crazy. What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon?
What I'm saying though, like I understand what you're saying, Manosphere, but look at the distance between these two gentlemen. This man is clearly leaving. He's actually charging to this nigga with a gun. He's bugging, bro.
I'm just saying
It-
that this
uh,
isn't wrong.
I mean,
Hey,
we do not.
Wait,
not
let
saying
Manosphere go. You got it after Manosphere Triple Black, right after Manosphere.
I'm not. Listen, for me, if I would have seen somebody walking off, I would have just called law enforcement. I wouldn't have been following him since he's left. So the officer that's doing this right here, he's doing a little bit too much. I could admit that. I don't think Triple Black could admit when this guy is doing something wrong. He can only admit when the officer is doing something wrong. I could admit the officer is doing something wrong currently right now. He should just stay inside and wait for law enforcement to get here and inform him that such and such came to the house. But can we admit? Can we say that this guy?
I got you, Manosphere.
We don't want to say it.
I'll be fair on both sides, right? Even though he's conducting investigative journalism, even though he's doing investigative journalism and he conducting an investigation, right? I still think it's maliciously because you and this man got problems. Like, come on, bro. You and this man got problems. You at his crib. You could understand why he's moving like that. You know what I'm saying? However,
I could just say, like Witch Doctor. I could just say I'm a YouTuber.
Let the man land first, and then you come in, bro.
And look at this, but this cop though, he's doing too much. You know what I'm saying? He's already on the investigation now because he's getting more taxpayers' dollars than he should be getting. You know what I mean? And what he's doing right here, he's taking it too far. You let a man leave, you could have stand up out there and watch him leave. You know what I'm saying? But now you following him. Like, you're doing too much now. And go ahead on, Triple Black.
Agree.
You got a Triple Black and
No.
then on Giz and then we play them.
Okay, I mean, but the thing about it is if you're a public servant, right, you have to abide by the laws of whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You have to, right? That's why you become a public servant, right? That's why you're entrusted with the vote of the public, right? As a civilian, I don't really have that same, I can question everything, but the thing about it is, as a public servant, you have to be on your P's and Q's 100%. And was he on his P's and Q's as a 100%? Like, for instance, if a public servant says something that is completely egregious and false, right? Me as a civilian, I have a right to question that shit. You give up that right or supposed right when you become a public servant. Yes or no?
No, you don't give up that right.
You don't give that right. So when you're a president, right, and you are a president, right, you know how you have a HIPAA law, right, where you have to give your medical records and shit like that. The president is a public servant, right? Does he not have to give up those records? Yes or no?
You said the president. You're talking about the United States of America?
Yeah. That's the ultimate. I mean, we're gonna go all the way past that. He is the beacon of a public servant. Does he not have to give up his medical records in order to become president?
He does not have to give up his medical records.
Yes, he does.
No, he does. He doesn't have to disclose it. You give it to a physician.
Yes, he does.
No, you give it to a physician. You don't even understand how
he
medical
does.
records actually work. He gives
Yes, he
it to
does.
a physician. So who does it? A physician doesn't check his medicals?
Oh,
Right
okay. So it's a physician,
now,
but I mean,
currently,
at the end of but at the end of the day,
right now, you pose the question and let me answer it. Right now, currently, how they have HIPAA set up in these new particular laws, right now,
right?
currently, if you had, let's say, you had two different doctors, they will both have your records completely because they're under HIPAA law not to disclose it. If you have, let's say a heart doctor, right? And then you have your regular physician. Your heart doctor can see everything that your physician can see because it's
You
between
know what?
medical
I mean,
records.
it doesn't matter because you're lying right now because you know that a president has to give them all
Through
their medical
medical, through
records.
medical, through medical. It does. It's not disclosed to you. You don't know
Right.
you don't
But
know the
that's a.
president. It's
I
supposed
mean,
to medical. That's every job.
it's a
The job
public
is
servant.
for physical.
It's a
It doesn't
public
matter if
servant
you're
though.
a public servant. Now you think that public servants have to disclose everything about their medical records? That's what you believe now? Or do they
No.
take that what you just said?
Okay.
I don't even
So
know. I don't even know what you arguing about. Both of y'all.
no. I'm just saying there was a specific case. This journalist was reporting on with a public servant, and the public servant, instead of answering the questions, he tried to make it, political or whatever of this person being on his property. Um, as a public servant, he actually had like the obligation of answering that shit. I mean, that's the free. You know what the freedom of the
Not
press
really.
is,
You
right?
don't. You don't have to fucking
No,
come
no,
to my
no, no, no,
house,
no.
bro.
The freedom of the press, the freedom of the press, and you know what? I want to get one of you conservative guys right into this goddamn rabbit hole and shit like that. The freedom of the
I'm
press,
not even
right?
conservative. I'm telling you,
No. The
my
freedom of the
family,
press,
my family is not public service. Like I
the
say, I live
freedom
in
of the
public service.
And
press,
let's
the
You
try to
just
wrap
freedom of
can't
the
it up.
come.
Let's
press.
try to wrap it up.
No, the freedom of the press is a
I wish I had some money. I
fundamental
kick
right
your ass off tonight.
of a democracy.
I just
No, it's a
triple black.
fundamental right.
Triple black. I just Googled it. Okay. A public
Okay,
servant does not have to disclose their personal medical
okay.
record.
Let me
His
ask you a question. You Google this. A fundamental right of a democracy, is that not freedom of the press?
Bro, why is the goalpost moving? Me and you was actually agreeing that the man was doing his job. No, I can't even agree with you because you gone too far
No,
from
no,
what.
no, no. I'm not going. I'm not going. I'm just saying. Like, if they shoot, I'm gonna shoot too. Yeah.
Nah, if you pull up to somebody crib and shooting them, that is, come on, man. Let's play the clip.
You're crazy.
Look, man, take a break, man.
Yeah, take a
No,
break. You
no,
got
hell
anything to
no.
say, kids, before we get into the clip, man?
Go ahead, man.
Well, I don't feel like it.
Made the man forget his point, man.
No,
What do you think I'm doing, you psycho? You have a weapon in your hand? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't have any weapons. I'm a journalist. What do you think I'm doing, you psychopath? What do you think I'm doing?
Now. Get off
What
my
do you think
property
I'm
right
doing?
now.
What do you think
Get
I'm
off my
doing?
property right now.
I'm off your property.
This is my property.
Well, do you see me
All
not
the way
moving?
to the cul-de-sac.
Calm down.
Get off
Get
my
that gun out
fucking
of your hand.
property.
Get that gun out of
Get
your
off
hand,
my
you psycho.
fucking property.
Get that gun
I'm
out
a
of your hand, you
goddamn
psycho.
Connecticut State Trooper.
I don't care who you are.
Trespassing
I don't
on
care
my
who you are.
fucking
I don't
property.
care who you
Get
are.
off my fucking
I don't care
property.
who you are.
Right now.
You spit in my
Get off my
face.
property.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
hey.
That is which
He was a
doctor?
Connecticut.
Go ahead, man.
Which doctor? That what he did when he spit in his face, he escalated it. That is
Answer
that
that
is
question.
considered that.
Bro, you gotta let somebody talk. You just go ahead, man. It's fair. You
Look,
can.
man, you gotta know how to
Yeah,
say
was
it in
it?
your turn, bro.
No,
So
I
so
mean that's
DJ, you were right about after he told him you trespassing, you gotta leave. He was actually leaving, and the officer escalated it by spitting in that man's face. He
Yeah,
shouldn't
because
have done it. That's
it's
considered
turned into
battery. If
assault
you throw a
now.
drink
Oh,
on some, it became battery after that.
because spitting on somebody is assault, right?
Anything you do something on somebody, no, that's battery. Because like right now, if you threw a drink on somebody, in the club, they're gonna hit you with a battery charge.
Mm.
It's a liquid. You don't know what's up with that particular liquid. It's gonna be a battery.
Get that gun out of your fucking property. Get that gun out of your hand.
You got it. And I'm looking it up. Yeah, spitting in most places, spitting on someone is considered assault or battery. You're right about that shit.
Mm-hmm. And see what he was trying to do with with
let me ask you a question.
Hold the fuck up, Trickle. But like, I don't need to talk that much, bro. Shut the fuck up, man.
And watch your mouth.
So when you,
don't do that.
I ain't watching shit. I said what I said, bro.
No,
when
I
I'm
mean,
speaking,
Go ahead.
Like I said. So when you speak, when the dude was spitting in his face, he wanted the escalator. So if the dude punched him or something, he already got the gun now. He can go ahead and just shoot him. If he swung on him or anything, he got the gun ready.
Hey man, it looked like that. It looked like it looked like they both trying to trigger each other.
That's what it is.
Now,
They
what
both
do you
gonna
think?
trigger each other.
Yeah.
It's my property right now. I'm off your property. This is my property. Well, do you see me not moving? To the cul-de-sac. Calm down. Get off my fucking property. Get that gun out of your hand. Get off my fucking property. Get that gun out of your hand. Get that gun out of your hand. I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Fucking property. I don't care who you are. Get off my fucking property. I don't care who you are. Right now. You spit in my face. You're going to jail now. Look at this. Look at this. He spit in my face. You said you're going to jail. I'm spitting as I'm talking to you. No, you spit in my property. You spit right now.
You see that? And he lied right there. Because he's on the phone with dispatcher.
That man's face.
Yeah,
he's spitting that man's face. And on top of that,
but a trooper is not.
Go ahead and finish. When he finished saying what he's saying, you got it, Triple Black. Go ahead.
so pretty much right now the officer just escalated it. Him walking away, leaving the house, all he had to do is call law enforcement, let them know, like, hey, I don't want this guy around here, and call it a day. He's escalating it because he's upset.
Go ahead, Triple Black.
No, I gotta learn. It's a trooper. I thought a trooper was federal, not state.
Yeah, that's not the point. But let's run the clip.
You gotta put the liquor down, man.
Yeah,
real talk.
Cul-de-sac. Calm down. Get off my fucking property. Get that gun out of your hand. Get off my fucking property. Get that gun out of your hand. I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. Fucking property. I don't care who you are. Get off my fucking property. I don't care who you are. Right now. You spit in my face. You're going to jail now. Look at this. Look at this. He spit in my face. You said you're going to jail. I'm spitting as I'm talking to you. No, you spit in my face. Property. You spit in my face. Now. You spit in my face. Get off my property. You're going to jail. Right now. I'm going. Get off my property. I've been going. Right since the moment you told me. Get off my property. Criminal trespass. Right now. Get off my property right now. Look at the gun in his hand. That's crazy. I'm a Connecticut State Trooper. I don't give a shit who you are. You are trespassing on my property. That doesn't matter. You threatened to kill me. You threatened to kill me online. Right. No, I did not. Get off my fucking property right now. You are a liar. Right now. Look, see the billboard truck? It's all being recorded. I don't care. It's all being. I know you don't care. Because you don't face any consequences. Get off my property right now. This is the biggest mistake you ever made. No, it's not. This is the biggest mistake you ever made. No, it's not. Get off my property right now. It's not the biggest mistake. Get off my property right now. It's not the biggest mistake. Get off my property. You spit in my face. I didn't spit in your face. You disgusting. I was spitting on you. Why I'm yelling at you to get off my property right now. I'm off your property. Now what? Now what? Look at the gun in his hand. Why do I have a gun in my hand? I'm a goddamn Connecticut State Trooper. I don't care. You threatened to kill me online. No, I did not. So I'm protecting myself and my family. No, I did not. Don't ever fucking come back to my house again. No problem. I'll stand right here with my billboard truck. You go right ahead. Go right ahead. I don't care. In my face, don't ever come back to my fucking house again. You're going to jail. Don't ever come back to my house again. It's okay for you to assault people and break people's property, but I can't ask questions about your overtime, $75,000 for a desk job? More than that. Right. More than that. I'm gonna go. What a crazy psychopath. He spit in my face. No, I'm an independent journalist. Get it right, buddy. Get it right. I never threatened. He says I threatened to kill him.
Ooh, I knocked on your front door. I'll get that 911 call too, buddy. Look at this guy. He probably, I'm a Connecticut State Trooper. Come help me from the camera. Come help me from the guy asking me questions, please, before I shoot him. And I did. And I did. No, you spit in my face and you're going to jail. And you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You spit in my face and you're going to. It's all right here, buddy. Right here. It's all right here. It's all right here, buddy. Look at these guys. Look. Look. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not doing anything. He just spit in my face.
Get over here.
Well, I didn't break any laws.
You in a second, okay?
For what? I haven't broken the law. No. But do you have reasonable articulable suspicion I committed a crime? What? What is it? What is it? That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm a journalist. I knocked on the door and asked questions. No, I have no weapons on me. We have a camera of mass destruction. I'm putting my camera down.
Don't move. Don't move until I get backup units. We can put it away.
What's your name?
Officer Romansky, it says right here. Nope, just stay right
here. He pulled out a gun on me for knocking on the door?
Oh, you're on his property.
I'm allowed to go on his property and knock on the door. Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to learn the law, man.
No.
I'm a journalist. No, you got to learn the law.
Okay. Let's just back
I'm allowed to ask questions.
Sure.
I am.
So let me tell you why we're here.
What's wrong with you? I'm not doing anything. I have no weapons on me. I have nothing. You couldn't stop. He has the weapon.
Okay. Now let me explain something to you.
Yeah, no weapons. He has the weapon.
Okay. So here's the deal. So here's the disconnect here. Here's the difference. So we get a call from him. He calls 911. Hold on.
I'm not going to speak. I'm letting you speak.
Okay. When you call 911 and say you're
I'm
in
going to record, okay?
with somebody, we come code through. My lights are on.
You wouldn't do this for a citizen.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. You're doing it because he's a state trooper.
No,
that's why. You're doing it because he's a state trooper.
Okay. We do it for citizens ever seen. Okay.
Not like this.
Yes, 100% all the time. If we think there's an active disturbance, then we respond code 3, which means lights and sirens, and we're in an emergency response.
Do you see the spit on my face?
I don't.
You don't see the spit on my face? Well, I have it on camera. He spit in my face. I want him arrested. He spit in my face.
All right.
On camera.
Okay.
I want you to lock him up. He spit in my face. You understand that? If I spit in your face, what would happen to me?
Okay. Here, listen.
I knocked on a door and he spit in my face. You can't do that.
Okay. I got what you're saying.
There's spit all over. I'm going to go get DNA test on his spit so you can see it.
Do what you got to do. Let's find out what happened, the whole story.
I'm going to tell you really quick what happened, okay?
No,
okay. I'm an independent. Sure. I'm an independent journalist. I'm here peacefully protesting. This man, as you can see from the video footage right here, assaulted me, stole my camera from me. He was never held accountable. I got a tip as an independent journalist that he is cooking the books when it comes to his overtime. I did some research. He gets $75,000 of overtime a year, and he's a desk sergeant. So I thought that was interesting, so I wanted to follow up on it. I went up here. There's no trespassing signs. I'm very familiar with the law. There aren't any no trespassing signs or anything like that. I went up, knocked on the door. He answered the door. I said, "Do you have any comment?" He said, "Get off my property." I immediately started, and his camera will show that. Because I know the law, I don't break the law.
And shows her the 2 low keys in the motherfucking house. And we got my boy, the 18 letter rock him.
Well, sir, I immediately started backing up while continuing to ask him questions. He went back inside, closed the door, would have been the end of it. He came back out with his gun in his hand, got inches from my face. No, I would say less than inches from my face, real up to my face, and spit in my face. It's all over my face right here. All this wet is not sweat. He spit in my face. As I'm leaving his property, as he asked me to do. Hey, can I just get your name and badge number, ma'am? Thank you, I appreciate it. I just want to know everybody that's here, that's all.
Yeah. I'm Romansky, that's Brion. My sergeant right there, his name is Sergeant Bedard. You can talk with him.
He knows me. I know him. He knows I'm not a threat to him. Okay. I'm asking questions. No, he knows that.
Okay, I got you. But if somebody came onto your property
and asked a question,
well, so if somebody came onto my property and I didn't know them, then I would be a little upset about it. And I don't know.
So do you get mad? Do you get mad at a Jehovah's Witness? Do you pull out a gun on a Jehovah's Witness?
I say no, thank you. Please leave.
Right. And they leave. Right? Do you pull out your gun? Yes. And do you pull out your gun and spit in their face?
Sounds like you're trying to question them.
As I'm leaving.
As you're leaving.
Right. You can do two things at the same time, officer.
Sure,
you can do two things at the same time.
Do whatever you want. But if somebody came onto my property.
What I would say, honestly, man, he wasn't breaking the law, but he did antagonize the police within the confines of the law, right? But it wasn't illegal. But I gotta say, the police bit the cheese, and he did the most, bro. He let that man get under his skin, and I get it, bro. If somebody you got an issue with come at your doorstep, you don't even know that they know where you living, so you surprised, you got caught off guard. So I could see the cop overreacting, but spitting in the man's face and doing all that shit you doing while he was leaving, you turned the shit to more than it was. You know what I mean?
I
You asked
agree
us to
with
leave.
you.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. It's just that like he did this on purpose, man. He did this because he knew he was going to get a reaction, and that's exactly what he was looking for. But I don't condone doing that shit, man. I don't condone going to somebody's property trying to antagonize somebody. Because let's say if he was of a dozen and he decided to clap your ass, no matter whether he was in the wrong or whatever, you ain't gonna be here to find out.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So like, and
Yeah,
then
like
you did it all for what?
Because
What you do it for?
self-defense
For
is
views on a
exactly.
YouTube channel?
and self-defense is defending your property too. So if the cop had shot
Exactly.
him, he could have got off. You know what I mean?
And then on
Crazy
top
part
of it,
about it is, right?
what would have
Well,
happened?
I mean,
You did all of
but
this.
at the end of the
Wait, can I
day,
can I finish? Can I
there's a
finish real quick?
byproduct.
Can
You
I
got it.
finish real quick? Can I finish? First and foremost, and what he would have did, you did all of this for views, and then you would have had millions of views, and then but you wouldn't have been here to for monetization on your channel. I'm
Right.
tagging this
Definitely would have been
and
there for that.
and that's the thing. It's pros and cons to the camera. Finally, the cameras can show you a lot of crooked shit that people are doing, but you have a lot of people do antagonistic shit, and then turn around and try to spin it around to make people look like the villain on camera. And I'm not for that because the same way he can flip the script on that, we can run across a racist motherfucker that can antagonize us, and then flip the script on camera. And then if you see me put my hands on somebody, it's like, oh, look at this brutal Negro. Look at how violent he's getting. That's just how they are. You know what I'm saying? So people need to be careful with
That's
that shit.
complete bullshit, though.
But that's the trick that
Don't talk.
that's the
You
trick.
can't talk about fair. You can't talk about fair and think it's okay to do it to one and not do it to the other.
I know, but I
Like,
mean, goddamn. I mean, I thought you were gonna let me have my time.
Go
You
ahead,
nigga
go
keep
ahead.
running your fucking mouth.
Go ahead,
I'm
man.
just
Just
saying. Let's just say like that guy and him got in a fight downtown, right? And he was with his, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say his police officer friend, right? And he got, you know what I'm saying, he got into it with that guy, right? And then his police officer friend decided, you know, they're off duty, right? You know, up the fire and start blasting on his ass. I mean, is that justified? Yes or no?
bro, they can't just shoot you for just some sort of
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, if he
bro, that's obvious.
he is a public, he is a public servant.
But he's on private property, bro. Like, come on, bro.
I mean, okay, I gave you the downtown scenario. He's on public property, right?
That's
If you
different. That's public.
if
If you
you're
on a
off,
bro, if you on somebody's private property, self-defense applies when they're defending their property. Self-defense is not just yourself. Your property is an extension of you. If you're in a public place, that is different. You're not defending shit
so is
because
he
we
a
all allowed
civilian
it.
now? So you're saying he's a civilian now?
It don't matter who you be. It's private
Is he,
property, bro.
no.
it's
Straight up
private
and down. Is
property.
he a
He
civilian?
you're not a police officer
Well,
24/7.
is he a
You work for the
civilian right now?
agency. It wouldn't that matter. He's a civilian at this moment.
Okay, all right. So
He's not
is
walking
he
And
around.
don't
acting?
let
He's not
that
walking around with his ticket book.
Man, come on,
and
man.
don't
That's
let that
bullshit.
be Texas.
Go
Because you
to
know
Because
you're not
Texas got a
using
lot.
that car.
What did he do?
That's
No, Triple Black. What did he do as soon as he seen the man on his property? He got on the phone like a civilian and called police. He didn't say turn around and cuff up. See, and my whole thing is, right?
So he should
My
have
whole
stayed
thing
in
is,
the house. He should have
no,
stayed in the
what
house.
he didn't
Oh,
do,
you
what
A
he didn't
civilian.
do,
Fuck you talking
well,
about?
he should have
Go stay
retreated in his
in
own
the house as a
property.
civilian and wait
bro,
until the
don't gotta
cops.
retreat on your own property, bro.
Come
That's
on,
your
You gotta
man.
retreat on your
Hey,
own property.
hey,
You
DJ,
good?
hey, DJ, because I know you live in the South. In the South,
I
and
mean,
some of those
if he's
laws,
trying to play civilian, he
Go ahead, AJ.
wait, hold up, Triple. What you call it in the South? They got different laws than in the North. I think they got, don't they got something like the castle law in Texas? Really clap a motherfucker, something like that.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, they got the castle law in Texas and Florida. And guess what? In the state of Florida and Texas, you do not have to retreat. If you in my house and I say you got to leave and you say no, I can
He
blow your
wasn't in
brains
his
out.
house. What the fuck you talking
No,
about?
we're giving an example of Florida and Texas. We're not talking about him being in the house. You okay, man? You seem a
just
little
made an
drunk.
example of a
Seem a
castle
little
law of
abbreviated,
him,
man.
motherfucker, being in this goddamn house. What the fuck you talking about?
But wait a minute. Let me say why your the bar scenario couldn't work, because that's a public place where everybody's invited. Your private property, you dictate who's invited and who's not invited. If you tell somebody to leave, they got to fucking leave, bro. It's your private property, and you got the right to defend your private property, because the extension of you. All of that fall under self-defense, bro. And by the way, this is Connecticut.
It sounds like
so you had the right to violate them.
You say what?
So you have the right to violate them as long as they're on your property.
no, I'm just saying, yeah, it may work in his favor up there in the north. That's the north.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't think he violated. And plus, the
No,
guy
he
is a
spit on
trooper.
him. He spit on him.
Oh, that's the part I think he took it too far. He shouldn't have spit on the
Yes,
dude.
we agree. He took it too far with spitting. He shouldn't have spit on him. But that man shouldn't have came antagonizing him in his fucking property either. Because I wouldn't want nobody to come antagonizing me. And I don't know what type of person you gonna get if you pop up at my property. You know I don't fuck with you, and you got cruel intent
But this
showing up
guy
at
is
my
not a
doorstep.
civilian, though. He's not a civilian. He is a
What are you talking about?
servant.
He's off duty.
Wait a minute.
He's off
Wait a
duty,
minute.
Triple
Wait a
Black.
minute.
Public servant.
Wait a minute. Wait a
He's
minute.
off
Just
duty.
because he, wait a minute.
at his
Just
house.
because he's public
at his
service, he didn't sign up for his house to be a public place.
Nah, fuck that.
Exactly.
When you're a
What
public
about this?
servant,
What
Wait a
about
minute.
the
Wait a minute.
occupants of his
Wait
house?
a minute. Wait a minute. What about this man's family? Just because he's a public
you have to
servant,
be
don't
in
mean
the
his family is part of
jurisdiction.
that. Bro, you tripping, bro.
What if he wasn't home? What if his son and his wife
you gotta
was
know
home?
what the fuck you talking about, though. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Well, this,
It-
well, you gotta put the liquor down. You gotta put the liquor down, dog. Put the liquor down. There we go.
Jurisdiction. Come on, man. Stop playing.
Put the liquor down. Put the liquor down. There we go. You just put it down. Thank you.
Man. If
This
that
is why
makes you
I
feel
have
better
multiple
about
cameras. He has
yourself,
a camera. No, but you weren't here. This is you're missing the point. You're missing the point.
Do you want to show me the footage?
I can show you the footage, but wait, I can show you the footage. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? We'll see what he says, because I want him to write a report and be a liar and then go to jail for that too. He spit in my face. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What if somebody spit in your face? Do you understand? Right. He spit in my face.
But do you understand? I wouldn't want somebody on my property either.
I can ask. Well, what's? I have every right to go to his property and ask a question.
Okay, but
He doesn't have a right to spit in my mouth, in my face, sir.
He asked you to leave.
And I began to leave immediately.
Just immediately just jump.
He went back inside, got his gun. He's on the phone with 911 saying, I have a gun. As him and I are backing up, he gets in my face all the way down this driveway here, telling me, get off my property, get off my property. That I threatened to kill him. I've never threatened to kill him. He's a liar, and it's all on camera, so don't make any false statements, you liar.
You're talking to me. Yeah?
He's lied before on camera. He's lied before in internal affairs reports. He has said that he thought my camera was a fire.
And then buddies, bro, the thing about it, bro, and I see people do this before, because I done got into it with somebody, right? And when I violated, they weaponized the police against me, bro, right?
Facts.
The cops weaponized the law, and this man, he and the police both is weaponizing the law against each other, because these niggas got prior altercations. They should not be purposely going in the vicinity of each other, right? So I do see.
I agree.
As being an antagonist, right? Even though he's using it in the confines of the law, he is doing the same thing he's accusing the police of, right? Weaponizing the law, because this is him weaponizing the law too. Like, this is dangerous right here. I won't recommend nobody to do dumb shit like this, bro.
And which doctor, I'm glad you see my point. And that's all I was saying earlier to begin with.
And don't get me wrong, I see why he did it, because the cops assaulted him and damaged his equipment, and he tried to get him in trouble, but they end up putting the cop on desk duty, and he got even more money because he's getting 75 bands in just overtime. That's just overtime money, right? So he's mad that, like, all right, you did me all of this. I try to get you in trouble because these niggas got a history. I try to get you in trouble, and now you getting more money off of just violating me. I got to figure out something to do. And then he orchestrated this plan to, to go and knock on Buddy's door, the police door. And I don't think he should have done that. But this is a case with both of these niggas. And I think a judge will see this shit and see how both of these niggas is trying to weaponize the law against each other. You know what I mean? Thank God this nigga ain't got shot.
I mean, but it's the law, though.
I mean, it is the law, but look at this, bro. The only thing I think the cop did wrong in this scenario was spitting on him. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I would have been mad that this dude and him got a triple black. Let's be human. Let's be human for a minute. Oh, there's who? Manosphere? That's you?
No. All I was gonna say is that soon as I would have seen Buddy came to my house, I would have been on Amazon ordering no trespassing signs.
Right. What I would say to this, man, we gotta be human, man. If you and somebody got into an altercation and you see them, even if you see them in your neighborhood, you pissed. Because why somebody that I know and I got an altercation with, why are they a wrong way I rest my head? I'm about to be uneasy. I'm about to be uncomfortable. Because why do you know where I live and you are wrong where I live and we had an altercation? That alone is uncomfortable to any man that got to protect the property, protect where they at. Much as you got family in there, bro, you're going to definitely be uneasy. You're going to come out of the mailbox paranoid because you got into some issue with this person and they know where you live and you don't know where they live. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you know the crazy part about it is, Witch Doctor, you could find anybody property if you got their first name and last name and their name is on the deed to the house. Their property appraiser people, if you type in their first and last name, their property gonna pop up. So it's not like he did any investigative work. That's why it's so dangerous for you to just pop up to people's houses. He could have not been home, and it could have just been his wife and his kids. And she probably could have been like, oh, I don't know who this guy is, and blew his brains out.
Yep.
It don't look good because now you can't tell your story. You can't tell your story because you dead. Listen, you can't tell your story because you dead on the ground, right? And all the wife got to say is this person came over. Once the husband see the person say, this is the guy that was messing with me at the police station. He came to my house to do something to me.
Yeah, you're
Guess
gonna
what?
get out.
You're not able to tell your story. You're not there. You're not able to tell your story.
This man is trying to expose a dirty ass fucking cop. Like,
but this is not how you do it, bro.
Every part of the game, y'all niggas will be defending this shit.
People be trying to be law enforcement so bad. No, people want to expose dirty cops and expose people so much that they don't go up and apply to be an officer. This shit is crazy. You do
Let me just say this real quick.
No, you bugging, man.
You know what this remind me of? You know what this remind me of? It's like the flip side to when you had those white and do them fucking pranks. You know, like when people.
Yeah, your audio went out. Oh, he ended up dropping. You're in a bad area. But yeah, they weaponizing. They both trying to weaponize the law. It's just that the cop got triggered in this one, and I could see why he got triggered because you know where I live, bro. I'm paranoid now. You know what I'm saying? Let's let 18 back. Go ahead.
Yeah. I like this reminds me of you know how people go in the hood antagonize the motherfuckers with them pranks and shit. Be doing them dumbass pranks like the white boys and shit. And then like if you read some of the comments, you have people talking about, oh, look at how violent they are. Motherfucker, you coming in a hostile environment where people are poor with no resources, where it's high crime, and you playing these dumbass pranks, and then you wonder why you getting met with a violent response. This is the same thing. You antagonizing somebody, and then
I mean that's some stupid ass shit, man. That's some stupid ass shit.
Wait a minute. I'm on for expose. Go ahead, go ahead. I'm all for exposing dirty cops,
No, I'm
though,
just
but I
saying,
just think this is a
if
dangerous way
somebody
to do.
come to your fucking job right now and want to fucking do an audit, right? You gonna sit your ass in the fucking corner and not say a motherfucking thing.
But
How
if I
about
got
that?
beat, you see this, and I
Hey,
get
but see,
black. But if
you're
wait a
right,
minute, wait a minute, wait
Triple
a minute.
Black.
If I'm
You
beefing with somebody, right, and they come to my place of employment, it depends on how bad is the beef. I might lose my job that
It
day.
doesn't
If you
fucking
come in
matter.
the way
It's an audit.
bro, I
It's an
don't give a
audit.
fuck, bro.
Like
That shit
like
crazy.
you've been doing wrong,
It's
and
like you
I'm
stalking
exposing
me
your
now.
ass.
It's like you stalking me and you know my whereabouts. You got the drop on me. I might lose my job because what are you doing over here?
So
He
Triple
said,
Black.
hey, wait, hold on. Let me say something real quick. Let me say something. Triple Black. If it's somebody that's of a higher ranking, that's part of that company that you mean like if it's like, whoever it is that does like, the audit and everything, you goddamn right I'm gonna sit my ass there because it's my job. Now if motherfuckers come to my house talking about they want to do an audit, I'm gonna tell them to get the fuck off my property.
Okay, if
That
you're a
that ain't
public
got
official,
that,
if you're a public official, who the fuck pays your fucking bills?
it ain't
Tell me that.
it ain't shit to audit at my motherfucking crib. Not a goddamn thing. Get the
The
fuck
Nah,
off
fuck
my
you
property.
talking about?
you got the
The
wrong
fuck you
idea
talking
about
about?
public officials, Triple Black. My
Yeah.
whole
No,
thing
I'm
with
just
Triple
saying
Black,
you're a public servant.
according to you, Triple Black, all this,
Okay,
making
so
sure
so so
everybody's being
so
law-abiding
okay. Let me
citizens,
ask you a
making
question.
sure everybody
Why
is
do
being
you?
law-abiding
Wait a minute,
citizens.
Triple
I
Why?
bet
Black. Let
you
him
ain't
finish.
got no weed smokers in your neighborhood. I bet you ain't got no weed smokers, no crack dealers, no nothing. You getting everybody arrested in your
Well,
neighborhood. I'm
no,
pretty sure.
no. I'm
Why
just saying.
not?
So why ain't
Why
you
not? You
smoking?
want to
Straight up and
expose?
down.
Oh,
Triple
okay.
Black, according to
Okay.
your logic, wait. Triple Black, let me get it straight. According to your logic, once you sign up to be a public servant, your home is open to the public, like a library, bro.
It's public.
Bro, yeah, but your house is not public, bro.
It's public.
You bugging.
What the fuck?
It's public. That's one of the things that's why a lot of people don't become politicians
So
because
you could just walk in the
everything.
White House,
Wait,
huh? You could just
information.
walk in. You could just walk in one of Trump's villas right now. You could just walk in one of Trump villas.
If you're a public servant, sure, people could find public records, but they can't go into your. Why do they call it private property, bro? You can't go into somebody's
All right.
shit, bro. That
Okay.
is
I'll just
trespassing.
use the example. The Freedom of Information Act, right? If if I had your information right, and I wanted to, um, get your info, you know what I'm saying, like your jail records and all this type of shit. What is stopping me from that?
You could get any records you want, but going to
Right.
somebody
The
just because you
Freedom of
got bro,
Information Act.
bro, getting my address is not an invitation to walk into my fucking house, bro. That's how
But
people
if
get.
you have your address, every one of these politicians have their address
Bro,
online.
this nigga, yo, we moving on. You were bugging, bro. You
I'm not
bugging.
bugging. I'm
You
just
can't
saying,
walk
like,
into
straight
a
up and
judge
down.
house. You can't walk into a politician house, bro.
If you walk up to a
That's
judge
what you
house if you
sign up
want to,
for.
you walk
That's
up
what
to
you
a
sign up
politician
for.
house if you want to, especially one that you had beef with.
Go walk
That's
up.
what you sign
Go
up
Come up
for.
to the
go
house.
walk up. Go
He had
walk
all
up
the
to the White
intent. He had
House.
all the intent. He
Go
had
go
all the
go
intent. Think about it. He's
go.
upset, right? He's upset that this officer he feels getting away with everything. So much to the point where he walks up to his house. Now, like I said
You're
before, that
projecting,
officer
though. You're
would have
projecting.
blowed. If that officer would have blowed his brains out, he wouldn't have no. He wouldn't have had no narrative. It would have just. It would have looked really bad. You
He
came to
would have
my
went
house,
to jail.
you get suspended.
Go walk up. Go walk
Hey,
up to the
okay,
White
okay,
House.
okay.
Wait,
Let's
hold
give
up,
you
hold up,
a
hold up,
no,
Triple Black. Hold
logic.
up 1 second. Go walk up to the White House and go up to that front door and say you demand some fucking answers. And see if Secret Service don't pack you clean
Let's
up.
look. Well, let's
You
use
can't
your logic, right? The one dude said, like,
I don't know what just happened. Your audio went out. Yo, Triple Black. Probably passed out.
It's crazy though. He think you can walk up to anybody that's a public. He really think you can walk up to anybody house that's a public servant. You could just
And
go to
look,
one of Trump villas.
and let's say magically that was the case. Just because he's a public service, like you said, don't mean public servant. Don't means his wife is a public servant. Don't means his kids is a public servant, and they all occupy residence over at his crib. You know what I'm saying? So he can't walk in the day house. They never sign up to be a public servant. And still being a public servant don't mean your private property is open to the public. That is just that is some slow shit. I never heard no shit like that.
In internal affairs reports,
If that was the case, less people would have signed up to be public servants. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You putting your whole family in danger.
Yep.
Journalist, I have every right to knock on anybody's door I want. The minute that they ask me to leave, I leave. That's it. I have every right, and I did leave.
You told me you were trying to ask him questions when he told you to leave.
As I'm leaving. Did you miss that part?
No, actually, I want to see.
I will show you. Ready? I will show you. Hey, do you have any comment on this and that? That's what happened.
Can you show me the footage? You won't show me.
I want to see what he says first.
Okay.
I want to see what he says first. I want to see what he says, and then you can look at it.
Okay.
I'll let you look at it, but I want to see what he says, because then he's a liar.
Okay, we're gonna go from there then. If you can't show
No,
me
no ID, no nothing, man. We're not giving any of that.
Yeah,
he knows who I am.
Yeah, no, there's an active investigation going
No,
on. You're gonna get your ID.
no, you have no reasonable articulable suspicion I've committed a crime. You have nothing.
No,
you have nothing.
I do actually.
No, you don't. What's your reasonable a disturbance? You better learn the law, man. I'm telling you right now. You better learn the law.
The other way around.
No. Reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. You see this spit right here? That's reasonable, articulable suspicion. He committed a crime.
Okay, so if the crime's against you, I still need your ID.
Okay, we'll see about that. And I'll give it to you
You
then.
can talk to my sergeant then. He'll
Sergeant, how you doing? My name is Sean.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
How you doing? I'm Todd.
He's just a camera guy. He's just recorded. I appreciate that, Sergeant. Sergeant, I'm an independent journalist. I'm an activist. This is Sergeant Brian Fahey here. As you can see, he's assaulted me, taken my camera multiple times. Right, he's a Connecticut State Trooper. He's a sergeant for the Connecticut State Trooper. He works in pistol permits.
Okay.
I got a tip that somebody said that he is currently cooking the books when it comes to overtime. So I wanted to get his side of the story, see why does he have $75,000 of overtime as a desk sergeant? Why does he have that? It just seemed, I saw it online and I was like, let me go ask him. And at the same time, protest with my billboard truck here. I go up to his door, knock on the door. He opens it up. I start asking him questions. He says, you're on my property, leave. I know the law. I immediately started backing up and getting off of his property while asking him questions still.
Was that like up the road?
Yeah, right up the road. He says there's a no trespassing sign.
Okay.
That sign just says private road. It doesn't say no trespassing.
Okay.
Again, I was on the lookout. It's all recorded for any signage. And you guys are with Groton Police.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, Groton Town Police. There's 3 different police.
Listen, and if I'm coming out a little loud or something, that's not how I operate. It's just
We're having a normal conversation.
Okay,
right now. It's
all right.
fun, man.
Listen, man, because at the end of the day, he came back. He went back inside his house as I'm leaving his property, which will clearly be seen on video.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm leaving the property, it's a long walk, so I'm walking backwards, making sure this man has assaulted me. Look at him. He has assaulted me multiple times. So, if anything, he's the danger to me. But I was just wanted to ask questions. I'm not scared of him. So at the end of the day, he's in my face. I'm not gonna do it, but he's in my face, inches from my face, and he goes. And he spits in my face. All of this is his DNA. He spit in my face. And I still didn't do anything because he has a gun in his hand. And I left the property, and then you guys arrived immediately, lights and sirens, and I'm trying to explain.
Have, like, you're happy.
I understand. It's all recorded, though.
Yeah,
that's the beauty of it.
That'd be great. Obviously, you're recording right now, so I understand you can't. You probably don't want to like pause.
Right.
The show.
Exactly.
I understand that,
exactly.
Right? But what we can do is we can send you a link through our Axon camera system, and you can actually upload the whole video to us because it's evidence, obviously.
No, it's SEAN.
Okay.
I just
didn't have a body.
Yeah, but it captured.
No, I'm saying he said SHAWN. It's SEAN.
I was trying to.
Sorry. Go ahead.
But basically, if you have information that would either make him at fault, or
no, but I want you to collect this evidence here of his spit on my mouth. This is all his spit on my mouth.
All I see at the moment is just sweat.
But I'm telling you, I feel his spit on my mouth. He is a disgusting, vile human being, and he spit in my face, Sergeant. You understand? And it's on video of him doing that.
So
this video here, it's on video of him spitting in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm talking at the same time he spit in my mouth.
If we could maybe like pause one of these so that we can watch that, and then you can continue filming. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you would like to do.
Here, hold this for me. Just keep it on me, please.
You already did it?
Nope.
Oh.
He just spit in my face. I want him arrested.
in my mouth. You understand? Like,
Damn, that spit went in his mouth. That's crazy.
Hey,
I
which doctor?
mean, was it civilian on civilian? Was it civilian on civilian? Interaction at that
I
point.
think this whole interaction, let's consider it as
Civilian,
civilian or
civilian. Now, which doctor? This guy's job, right, is to pull law enforcement off. I'm talking about like all those resources right there that could have been in neighborhoods protecting people. His thing is to go viral on officers and pull them away from what they could have been doing, like solving crimes. So what he does is when he goes out and get these interactions, he's pulling people away from the public just to get clicks.
I don't
That's
know.
what's happening.
Wait a minute, Manosphere. I don't know about
No,
this.
think about
Look
it.
at
Think,
this.
think about it. Think
A
about
lot of
it.
times, a
Officers.
lot of times I'm driving around and I see the police killing time parking by a stop sign, waiting for somebody to, you know what I'm saying, just wasting taxpayers' dollars. So I don't see nothing wrong. I think they
I
got,
think
unless
both
they
of them
short
is.
staff or some shit.
I believe both of them is a waste of taxpayer dollars. I agree with you on that one. But pulling people all away from everybody over here dealing with this situation. I just
Bro,
think it's
why so many squad cars came? They all came because it's the police house, bro. They ain't all need to be there. This man is not armed.
That's a
It's
true
how much
statement.
men?
That's a true statement. That's a true statement, which
You know
doctor?
why a lot of them do that, bro?
Police house.
Because they sitting wasting time. This is why they pull up to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a shortage of police. You know what I mean?
he just spit in my face. I want him arrested.
And I just want to say this, right? Everything in his plan was working, getting the man triggered. He was gonna dip and go upload the content, but he didn't. He didn't calculate the spit. So that shit fucked his whole shit up. Cause the spit, bro, somebody spit on you, and you can't do them nothing, bro. You're gonna be trying to find some way to get your get back. So he thought he was gonna get a get back by getting the reaction out of this officer, right? You know what I mean? But after the man spit in
You know
his
what's
mouth,
crazy?
it changed everything.
DJ, you know what's crazy?
Hmm.
We believe these public officials, law enforcement officers, firefighters. We believe they ain't human. Like they not gonna get upset. They human just like you. They just took a job. They just took a
But they
job
get
for the
above
cops
human.
or feds.
But they get above human privilege, though.
At that
So
position,
should
if
we
you're arresting
stop?
people.
I
Like
mean,
we
should
believe
should we
they're
stop? I
human.
mean,
We
let
believe
me
they're
ask you a question.
human.
Let me.
We believe they're humans. They just don't believe they're humans. You know what I mean?
Apparently, he don't believe it. Verily, he don't believe in him just walking over to his house like that. But like I said before, witch doctor, I don't want it to go unnoted. The officer did escalate the situation by spitting in that man's face.
Yeah, he didn't even wipe it out. That's a fact. Tato Mills. Go ahead, Triple Black, and then we play the video. You said you had a question.
Should we stop? Like some of these officials and shit like that. Should they stop taking an oath to office? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, obviously, like, through this shit, they're regular individuals. So we shouldn't hold them to a higher standard. So, taking an oath in office, because they all do,
You
even the president of the United States does
you want me to answer
takes an
that?
oath. Yeah. Should they
You
stop
two
doing that
things.
shit?
Two things you're wrong about, right? One, they shouldn't. They should. We should hold them to a higher standard
I know,
because
but
of their
an oath
position.
in office, an
Yeah,
oath in
we should hold
office.
them to a higher standard. Also, in the oath, it does not say that your private property is open to the public, bro. You gotta stop with this shit, bro. You've been on this shit for like an hour. It don't mean that. That's not
Wow.
in the oath, bro. Right? It's not part of the
I
oath,
mean, but
bro.
I'm just saying, what's the point of taking an oath if you're a regular individual? Let's
Bro,
just say you're a regular motherfucker.
it's
Like,
regular people doing.
yeah,
All of us.
you're
All of
a
us are
regular
regular.
motherfucker. Like
All of us
you
are regular
shouldn't take.
people.
Don't take no oath then.
Then
Don't
they
take
ain't
no
gonna
fucking
have
oath.
nobody. Then they ain't gonna have no public servants.
Do you understand what a fucking oath is?
Yeah, and that is no part of the oath
Like
that says your life.
if there's a
Wait a minute.
if there's a burning if there's a burning building, I'm gonna run that motherfucker in. I'm gonna run in that motherfucker and save motherfuckers. So if you're not willing to do that, just shut your fucking mouth and sit down and just be a regular motherfucker. Fuck you
Wait a
talking
minute.
about?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a
but
minute.
you didn't have to take no oath to do what you just said, though.
Right.
No, I mean the dude called him out on some fuck shit. He's supposed to take an oath to the public and not be on some fuck shit, and he got fucking called out. Straight up and down.
And I agree with what you said on melanated. If law enforcement gets away with literally everything, they can't have it both ways. They should follow the laws even more. This is why I think they should be held to a high standard. Now, I don't think that in the oath it says your personal life is in the public. I don't. That's not what it says, bro.
It might not say that shit, but you know what I'm saying, for the simple fact of
Oh my!
let's clear it up. Let's clear
True
it up.
Black trying to say it's
Let's
implied.
clear it up. Let's
It's
clear
not
it
in.
up. I mean, I'm just saying, let's clear it up. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't doing nothing wrong, why the fuck am I crashing the fuck out of the people like coming on my fucking property and shit like that? I'm crashing the fuck out on that. I mean, there's something wrong with that shit, man.
It's just a human reaction. They had altercations in the past. You know what I'm saying? I admit that the cop
Oh,
he
he
should
up the
know. I admit
strap.
that the cop he should know the law, and he shouldn't have spit in the dude face and do all of that. But I think he did that because he's the police. Because a lot of times it's two type of people that work in law enforcement: those that know the law so good because they work in law enforcement, and those who know how to abuse or use the law so good because they work in law enforcement, meaning they take advantage of it. And I could tell he's somebody who took advantage of it, but still, Buddy was trying to take advantage of the law too because he know it is in his legal right to go up to this man's door. He did that shit. He know how it was gonna go. The nigga wasn't gonna have an interview with him. He's
You
gonna get
already
a
said this shit.
he's gonna get a viral reaction. You know what I mean?
But I mean, you just said the shit though. He had a legal right to do that shit. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
why
both,
the guy is up
bro.
the strap on him though?
That's what's called abuse of the law. You could do things within the
Yeah.
confines of the law, but abuse it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was doing good if he had walked away when Buddy was when Buddy got mad and came out with a hammer and everything. He would have got what he came for, that viral moment. So he would have won. No, all right, I could expose him. No, but the thing about it is, after the man spit in his face, now he's losing. No, because all of that is on
I
camera. So he got to get his get back.
dog. If my face is Gator, you know, if my face is Gator and everything's great, I mean, I'm not gonna no strap on nobody. I'm gonna keep it kosher. I'm just saying, like, hey, you know what? You gotta get off my fucking property. You're, I mean, but I'm just saying, when
No,
the
but
dude jumped,
they
I mean,
didn't
he
do that
crashed the
though.
fuck out and he jumped out the fucking gym. That means that shit. I mean, that shit wasn't right. You're
Go ahead,
just
Giz.
straight up now.
All I'm gonna say is the ladies usually say, "If I come for you, don't. If no, I ain't saying for you, don't come for me." The dude literally came into the dude area. The ball man, he wasn't about his house. He chilling, probably drink some juice with later, and he got to deal with it. Now he did two things I ain't like. Run the gun out, spit in old buddy's face, but if the dude didn't come over there, he wouldn't have got none of that.
All right. I think the best thing Buddy could do right now is take that L with the spit and leave. You know what I mean? Use whatever footage you got, see what you could get within the legal
Because them
system.
police not gonna do nothing.
No, they're not but to lock the troop up at all.
In my mouth. Oh, you understand? Like, yeah, this is past. Yeah, I don't see it currently, but I can see it.
You
I do
said
agree that you're backing up, but
trooper.
can we just agree? So I agree that you're backing up and retreating off this property, right?
What'd you say, bro?
You said trooper. I mean that's usually federal. I mean
No, it's state.
that's kind of crazy.
He's a state trooper, bro.
Trooper is state
Yeah,
trooper,
that's usually
not
federal
federal, not federal, bro.
jurisdiction.
It's obvious Triple Black don't know anything about law enforcement.
Or
Let him
I
say
anything.
mean,
what he say.
the floor
It's your second time saying that, bro.
What
the
day is
highway
what day is
patrol.
what day
It's
is today?
deception.
Triple Black. What is today? I don't think you know anything about anything at this point, bro. I'm telling you. You gotta drink some water and sober up, bro.
So I do agree that you're backing up, but can we just agree? So I agree that you're backing up and retreating off this property, right? Can we agree that we kind of figured that some kind of response similar to this would be elicited by you showing up like this? You know what I mean?
I thought you would just close the door.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to talk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the same person, if somebody I didn't particularly care for came to my house, I would say, get off my property, close the door. I wouldn't come out and get in their face and walk them out with a gun and spit in their face. So can we understand that I didn't break any laws and he's the one that broke the law? Like I just don't like this kind of like cop-splaining thing where it's like, you don't understand. You're blaming the victim. It's like, no, you wanted this. It's like, dude, somebody's got to be held accountable. That's crazy, man. Like, and I have no problem showing you the video because I know the law. I don't break the law. I follow the law. I exercise my right. I have every right to go knock on somebody's door. There's no order of protection in place. There's nothing there. And he told me to leave, and I immediately left. That's it.
So is there an order of protection? Do we know that?
I don't know that.
Okay, so we just have to check on that. I think we've identified at least. Yeah. Like we didn't get inside.
Yeah, you know, he's not breaking the laws. He's actually.
No, I mean you or the other person.
Sergeant Bailey, Brian Bailey.
And what your intention of coming here was to,
as a journalist, I'm a journalist. I investigate corruption and hearing with it.
What up, bro?
You know what he really wants right now? He just really wants a picture of this dude getting arrested and getting put in the car so he can.
I'm saying, bro. I know, bro.
That's all he want right now. That's what he want right now. He'll take that over the office of being arrested.
Bro, I'm telling you, that spit is what ruined his plans, bro. That shit is that shit. He ain't like that shit. Because he was getting everything. He was winning when he was leaving, but after the dude spit in his face, no, it's like a tug of war. He was winning the tug, but as soon as that nigga spit in his face, the tug started going to the bald head dude's side. Because yeah, you're gonna leave. Yeah, you got the footage, but I done spit in your mouth, nigga. Fuck you. You know what I mean? And he can't swing on the dude. He can't swing on the dude because the dude got a gun and is on his property. He could shoot you dead right there because there's, you know what I mean? You on his property.
Why put yourself in that unfavorable position?
Yeah,
this makes no sense.
I won't recommend that shit at all, bro. That is. I could only imagine if it wasn't no cameras, what would have happened? You know what I'm saying? If it was, yeah. This is bad. It's a bad gamble right here.
Law enforcement. Does he know that you're a journalist, or did you identify yourself as a journalist?
We've had multiple interactions. With me reporting. This is the Connecticut State Police reporting over here. We've had multiple interactions where again I'm not doing anything and he is assaulting. I'm trying to get into state police here. He wouldn't let me in. Closes it on my. And then
This happened recently.
This happened about a year ago.
Okay.
And then here's the footage. He takes my phone from me, violating my First Amendment rights. Again, this has been going on, but I'm not saying I'm scared of it. I wouldn't be here if I was scared of it. I'm not saying I'm in fear for my life or anything. I'm saying that I came here as a journalist to follow up on a tip that I got that he is cooking the books when it comes to overtime. And my problem is he spit in my mouth and in my face. That is a problem to me. I don't know what diseases he's got. He could be mad all he wants. I don't blame him for being mad. He doesn't like me. I don't like him.
At least we can agree on that.
Yeah, well, you could be mad, but you can't break the law, sir. You can be mad, but you cannot break the law.
I understand where you're coming from.
Be mad all you want. Rent a billboard truck and put it in front of my house. I don't really care. But you can't break the law. You can't spit in another man's mouth. You know how badly I wanted to defend myself? That is bodily injury. I don't know what type of disease is that.
It's happened to me as well. I understand.
Okay, and I'm sure you did something about it, right? Right?
Depending circumstance.
Right, but I couldn't because he's holding a gun like a coward that he is.
Hey, if I have one of my officers send you a link, can you send us that video so we can upload it? Thank you.
I'm not wiping my mouth, so I don't care if I'll take it. I'll go and take a DNA sample or something.
So the sergeant. So we're both sergeants. He has a camera in the sergeant vehicle that you can photograph. Like I said,
You should wipe your face. You already got the footage that he spit on you. I don't think you needed DNA.
He like did it. He want to take the DNA with him.
You don't have like a swab you could swab and get his nasty, filthy DNA from my face.
No, I recommend if you want medical attention to get tested, you can.
Yeah, call.
Okay, you want to get transferred
Call.
to the hospital?
No, I want you to just call ambulance, please.
Sure.
So I'm going to tell you this now. I know there's a lot of stuff going on, but he does want you formally trespass from the property. So he's going to provide a statement that says you're formally trespassed. So you are not, from this point on, not allowed to go on this property. If you do, you're going to be arrested.
All right, but I don't break the law, sir.
I'm just letting you know what's going on.
Okay.
From where I'm at.
What's going on with it? What's going on with arresting him for spitting in my mouth?
Listen, you talk to our sergeants about all that stuff. They're going to make their
Okay,
decision.
but I'm just saying, it's kind of like you know about other things.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
So as his private property, he's allowed to trespass anybody he wants. You are formally trespassed.
Great.
So if you do go back on his property from now on, you can't be arrested.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know. So you've been advised.
Okay, great. I don't plan to. How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
Not too good, man. When another grown man spits in your face, it's kind of like, oh. Yeah.
You guys drive around?
Yeah, basically drive around, protest.
And the young cops usually be the most chill one, man. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't traumatized by the forces yet. You know what I mean?
Bad cops, man. He's a bad cop. I mean, I'm not asking you to, opine on it, but I'm just saying. The video speaks for itself. He's a bad cop. He likes to put his hands on people and take people's cameras and allegedly cook his books when it comes to overtime. And I was just asking a question about that. That's all I came here to do. And protest, of course. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 law enforcement.
You see how he on here? He's saying that the man cooked the books, right?
Mm.
So what if they have an investigation and that officer comes to find out his overtime was actually legit? Would that be defamation? Or since he's a public servant, he can just say what he wants?
I think it could be considered defamation. However, why is he getting so much overtime? That is crazy. That's at least he's exposing the system.
Did you ever look up online? Which doctor? Have you ever looked up online how much overtime police officers actually do? It'll blow your mind.
But bro, if you're supposed to be getting reprimanded for doing some fuck shit, you're getting sent to desk duty for violating me. Like if you and a cop get into it and know they gotta do desk duty and they getting more money than they was before, that shit you gotta look into that shit, or at least share that shit with the public so they know that when the police get reprimanded, is actually they getting rewarded. You know what I mean? That is crazy.
It's very similar to what the super mayor was doing over there.
What the super mayor did.
You remember the lady they just pushed out of whatever that town or whatever, that she was hiring different family members and shit, and she was giving them so much money and they was spending the money the wrong way to the point where they pushed out. She trying to force a way in and stuff like that back onto the joint. I forgot what they call her, but anyway, she gone now, and she looking at a whole bunch of cases and stuff because she did that money dirty. She had a boyfriend from jail.
You see a lot of these people, bro. Unfortunately, when it comes to the police and these other people that got a strong culture of protecting their own, people are gonna get away with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They take care of their own. And from one thing we all could say is that the police take care of their own, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll bend the rules. They'll do whatever it takes to take care of their own. Look at this trooper. He made a call. There's 7 cars in front of his cul-de-sac. You know what I'm saying? And look how fast they show up. By the time the buddy's at the end of the driveway, the police is already there. How often does that happen, bro?
That's a good neighborhood.
It's by the police. Yeah. And then the other thing was that dude said, "Can you swab my face? I left the spit on it." He said, "No, I'm not doing none of that. You call the ambulance."
Yep.
That man said, "I'm gonna go home with
it."
Officers here. Hey, Sarge, do you have any updates?
That shit up.
So I just talked to him and kind of let him know what's going on with in reference, because I didn't talk to him at all. So I just kind of
got little bits and pieces of his. We made sure that we had his video evidence as well. Have we gotten evaluated by these guys yet?
They said that there's really nothing they could do for me, so I'm just gonna go get tested at the hospital or something. I'll figure it out.
Okay, do you want to get transported?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
No,
All
it's
right, so
fine.
you're good with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just need a little bit of information from you when you get a moment.
Sure.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
No, that's it. Thank you, man. I appreciate you coming out. So I don't want to waste your time. Thanks, guys.
Good luck
Appreciate
to
it.
you,
Thank
man.
you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a good one. I like your video.
Thank you.
They probably don't want me to say that.
They would only not want you to say that if they weren't on the up and up.
You said the right thing. Say whatever you want.
Yeah, free speech. That's what I fight for, right? Free
That's
speech.
all you're all about.
Free speech.
You guys.
Take care. Hey, sir, how are you? So is there any updates on, because obviously I want to press charges for him spitting in my face that I showed the sergeant here on camera. So what's going to happen with that?
So we went through the assault statute specifically, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault unless it.
Stop the cap.
Stop the cap.
A lucky thing I just looked
Boy,
it
they
up.
lying. They lying.
That's cap. That's cap right there. That's cap.
Yes, in most places, spitting on someone is considered assault or battery, depending on how the law defines it. Okay, depending on how the law defines it. Assault usually means threatening or attempting to harm someone. Battery usually means actual unwanted physical contact. So you was right, Manosphere is not even assault, it's actually battery.
Yeah.
Unwanted physical contact. So
Which doctor? You know how many of my friends done threw a drink on somebody and got a battery charge? I'm in Florida. This happens in the club all the time.
Damn.
You know what it is.
What up, Cash Kid? What up, man?
Caused you physical.
What's going on, butter man?
The only thing that assault is physical pain. We went through the assault statute specifically, and there's nothing that specifically states that spitting on somebody is an assault unless it caused you physical pain. The only thing that assault fits is physical pain, and that's under the exception of if you spit on an officer, then that is when bodily fluids become involved.
So he could spit on me in my face and in my mouth, and that's not against the law?
Circumstances, I'm saying that it doesn't really fit the assault charge.
So what happened if I spit on you?
Well, then you would get arrested because I'm an officer. You can't spit on an officer because
That is
assault on
crazy.
an officer charge.
He should have never said that. That song's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like some special treatment type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, which doctor? What if he would have said, "Oh, you won't get charged," and he would have spat on him?
Hey man, that he would have went viral. But it would have been assaulting a police officer. Definitely.
Yeah. And that's not against the law?
Circumstances, I'm saying that it doesn't really fit the assault charge.
So what happened if I spit on you?
Well, then you would get arrested because I'm an officer. You can't spit on an officer because in the assault on an officer charge, bodily fluids are included.
So there is no charge. You're telling me, as a sergeant of the Groton Police Department, you're telling me there is no charge for a grown man spitting in another grown man's
telling
face.
that it doesn't fit assault.
Well, what does it fit? Isn't that your job to find out?
That's not bad, which doctor, to be honest.
He
Not
wasn't
bad.
like good.
Which doctor? That's not bad when you think about it. Can you imagine, like, wherever they at in Connecticut? Of course, that's not everywhere else. But can you imagine if anytime you'll be getting arrested left or right anytime you spit or talk or whatever? People just say you spat on me. At least they didn't put that in there for the civilians. They didn't put that in there for the civilians, because they would have put that in there for the civilian. That would have been crazy. They'll have a lot of arrests. But the officer,
not gonna. No. You bugging, man.
you don't think that's a good one for the? No. You don't think if you was talking, because that means is if you having a conversation with someone, right, and you spit in their face. I ain't talking about this officer, and you make a mistake and spit in their face because your peas was too hard and stuff like that. And
that person understand because me and them don't got no issue.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there is a double standard. I'm not saying there ain't a double standard. I don't know too many people who even want to talk to the police, let alone be close enough to them to want to spit on them.
Yeah, I wouldn't try to spit on the police. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just It's not a smart thing to do, but I think the law should apply for all of us.
Yeah, yeah. But I got a question for you, Witch Doctor. If you spat on somebody, how much time do you think you should have to do, and should you be charged? Like, should you actually get a misdemeanor, a felony, or what? What you think that person should get
I think
across the
it's kind
board?
of fucked up, right? Like, I think it is, even though it's fucked up, and I would want to delete somebody for spitting on me. But I think if somebody spit on you, it should be some misdemeanor shit because they didn't harm you unless they gave you some shit. Now if they gave you some shit from
They
their
gave
spit,
you some stuff. That's something different. That's something
yeah,
different.
yeah, because that's some radioactive spit that you might as well have throw acid on the person. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you ain't lying.
But it's like somebody like like throwing water on somebody. You know what I'm saying? It's still fucked up, but you didn't cause them like bodily harm or some shit. Maybe you ruined their
So if you
clothes.
was so Witch Doctor, if you was working, like let's say at a or whatever, let's say if you was working at a hospital and you got upset like he did, and you spat on that person, you spat on a regular person, you think you should lose your job because of it? Because
Oh hell
Buddy
yeah,
was
yeah,
harassing you?
yeah.
Okay.
Like if somebody was working for me and they got irate with a customer and end up spitting on the customer, I get it. Even if the customer was bad, was fucking up, I still gotta let you go. I'll give you a good recommendation if you need. If I know you was a good worker outside of there, but I can't have you around. I can't have people. That's bad for business. I can't have you spitting on the customers, man. That shit is
I
crazy.
agree. I agree.
What crime it is? Breach of peace, but you're on his property. You interacted. You engaged the interaction. I mean,
So if it's a breach of peace, arrest him for a breach of peace.
well, that's the other issue that we're going down right now. Is you guys are also in violation of a breach of peace,
No.
as well as.
I mean, take us
voyeurism.
both then. Take us both then. It's not voyeurism. It's not voyeurism to knock on somebody's door. That's not.
It is. If
it's
he has
not.
a reasonable expectation of privacy, and you invade on his curtilage,
No.
and you're recording.
You're wrong.
him,
But do it. Then I will gladly go take the ride. Arrest us both for a breach of
all right,
peace.
well, then turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do.
But this one was happy. The first cop that came, he happy because he didn't want to leave empty-handed. You could tell. You know what I'm saying?
Well, then turn around for me.
Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
All that for you. 1, 2.
Hey
He didn't even
DJ,
do
he
anything.
bit the cheese. He bit the cheese right here, bro.
He bit the cheese,
Because
bro.
he bit the cheese because they seen the EMS people was there, and he was about to get the DNA swab that the dude spit on his face. By him taking him to jail now, he don't get the DNA swab. They got him.
Wait, who bit the cheese then? Journalist?
The guy the journalist. He said, "Take me to jail too." He want the other dude just to go down something, right? So he bit the cheese because the EMS people came and they was gonna take him to the hospital to get his cheek swab that spit got in his mouth, and then it was gonna be
He ain't
messed
got
up
no.
right there.
Now he ain't got no evidence. He ain't got no
He ain't got
evidence.
no evidence no more.
All
He
he
ain't got
got
no
is
evidence.
his voice. It
Man,
sounds
he
like
got
it's
that video. He ain't even needed that DNA, bro. If you take that shit to court and use that video footage as evidence, we all
so.
seen the spit. We didn't need the DNA. We seen that shit. He was bugging,
Yeah,
keeping that shit on his face, salon, being a drama queen. You don't need that shit, bro.
That's a fact. But you seen how the police was trying to protect the cop. So double thing was that he could be able to use that, like, oh, I had to go to the hospital because they didn't want to swab the spit off my face and put it into evidence against one of their brothers.
Yep. He lucky they didn't destroyed his footage and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they better take all of this shit. If he getting arrested, they gotta take all that shit into evidence and all of that stuff.
He was able to
He didn't
upload it
do it.
online, so apparently they ain't take it. So he should be
Yeah,
good.
he got out.
thing. He was just recording.
Yep. That's why you're getting arrested as well, because you're both recording on this private property, initiating this, which caused a giant scene.
He spit in my face. Are you going to take him to jail?
We're gonna deal with that after we deal with this.
Yeah, I don't care, man, because this is ridiculous.
What would you? Obviously, we're going to bring these into your property. Do you want us to lock up your truck and obviously make sure nobody
Which
steals
doctor?
it?
You know what have made this messed up? You know what would have made this messed up? Had his cameraman was like on probation or parole. And he just got this right here. This shit would be so messed up right now.
You know this thing, though. Nah, I think because of the shit that the nature of the content he produces, I don't think he would have gone. That would have been irresponsible. I don't think he's going in like that. Because this is what he does. He audits the police. He audits law enforcement. So
No,
you're
I'm
right.
talking about the camera guy. I'm talking about the camera guy. Like if the camera guy was a person who was on parole or on probation, and he done had police contact, so that's a violation of probation, and now he getting locked up because you wouldn't let it go.
If I was doing this type of content, I would have been on top of that. I would have made sure my cameraman. I'd make sure I know that much about my cameraman.
Yeah.
Cause I gotta be riding around clean. I can't have nothing. I'm auditing the police. I can't even have a roach clip in my car. I can't fuck around. I gotta be, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that a lot of police know this nigga and know we live by now. Cause this is not the first cop he got into it with. This is the type of content he does, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So his whole idea is to agitate. They just keep biting the cheese.
But this time he bite the cheese.
Yes, he did.
Him to jail.
We're gonna deal with that after we deal with this.
Yeah, I don't care, man, because this is ridiculous.
What would you? Obviously, we're going to bring these into your property. Do you want us to lock up your truck and obviously make sure nobody steals it?
Well, yeah. Can I turn off? Can I turn it off? You're not going to turn it off. I'm not. Listen. All right. So can I turn off the truck?
How do you turn off?
No. There's something on the inside.
If you can give me instructions, we can turn it off for you.
Oh, it's actually my phone.
You got to go inside the truck from the front.
Like inside the back of the truck?
Right, from the front.
Do you have a Connecticut or so you give me your instructions on how to do it? I'm not gonna have you get back in the car just because now, obviously, if you're investigating something like this,
Dude, I'm not.
I don't think that you are, but it's how we operate. We don't let people into a car unless they know.
We're going to bring these with you. So you had phones.
You're really arresting me?
Yes, sir.
For exercising a First Amendment right.
That's your opinion. Unfortunately,
And the man that spit in my face.
We're gonna deal with that after this.
Are your body cameras rolling?
Yes, sir.
They've been rolling the whole time?
Absolutely.
Even while you're talking to this individual?
Yes, sir.
It's low light.
He's gonna take one. You can bring my phone.
Yeah. This one's your phone.
No.
I think they got him for some sort of disturbance casket.
Yeah, disturbing the private, something like that, privacy, disturbing the peace, something like that, private something.
It might be some misdemeanor shit. He probably bondo the same day.
What triple black at when you leave?
Nah.
This one triple black supposed to be getting crazy.
We need triple black right
You know,
now.
he on the bottle right now, so
He ain't sober enough for this conversation, man.
he right here.
Hell no.
Yeah, can grab that one. Where are you trying to go? That?
Hey, Sean, do you want us to take your phones and leave the? You want to bring everything just as it is?
Just can you just bring my phones, my cell phone?
Yeah. So you want to stop, turn this off? Yeah. Okay.
What an injustice. First and foremost, fellow patriots, I would like to thank all of you who joined me for my live stream yesterday. If you haven't seen it, I will leave a link to it in the description right below the like button. And I have to thank each and every one of you who have stood by me and supported me and donated to help me fight these unlawful charges and to hold Sergeant Brian Fahey accountable. Remember, the process is the punishment. If you would like to donate to support the cause, you can do so by clicking my GoFundMe link in the description below. Thank you. I appreciate you. Now, I will be FOIA requesting all of the body camera footage and the 911 call, police reports, anything I can get my hands on. As soon as I have everything, I will share it with each and every one of you, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel. But until then, after my cameraman and I were unlawfully arrested and our camera shut off, we were placed in the back of a patrol vehicle and taken to the Groton Police Department, where we were placed in a jail cell to be booked and processed. After some time, a police officer came to my cell and said I was going to have a $10,000 bond, and that the cameraman was not going to have any bond. He just had to sign a promise to appear. Some time passed again. He comes back and he says, Mr. Reyes, There's a lot of moving parts here because it involves a Connecticut state trooper. There's a lot of phone calls going on from people up high on the food chain, people with power. And unfortunately, your bond has been raised to $75,000. And your cameraman, his bond is now going to be $50,000. I told him a $75,000 bond for a breach of the peace. He said, well, that's the other thing. You are being charged with breach of the peace, criminal trespass, and voyeurism. Yes, voyeurism. You cannot make this up. I have no idea what's going on. This is corruption and tyranny at the highest levels. Between my cameraman and I, $125,000 bond, and we were each charged with 3 crimes. But Sergeant Fahey gets to walk free after spitting in my face. I've never felt so violated and disgusted in my life. Fortunately, I was able to get a hold of my attorney, who laughed out loud when I told him the crimes that we were being charged with. And then I was able to get a hold of a bail bondsman, and I paid the bond to get me and the cameraman out. After about approximately 5 hours in custody, we were released. I was then told by law enforcement officers that Sergeant Brian Fahey was granted a stay-away order of protection, and I could not contact the Connecticut State Police or go to Connecticut State Police headquarters. I know, insane. Shortly after,
Yo, that is crazy, bro. Y'all heard that shit, bro? You can't even go to the police.
after spitting in my face, I've never felt so violated and disgusted in my life. Fortunately, I was able to get hold of my attorney, who laughed out loud when I told him the crimes that we were being charged with. And then I was able to get a hold of a bail bondsman, and I paid the bond to get me and the cameraman out. After about approximately 5 hours in custody, we were released. I was then told by law enforcement officers that Sergeant Brian Fahey was granted a stay-away order of protection, and I could not contact the Connecticut State.
So you gotta stay with order of protection, right? But I thought that just applied to the trooper. But listen to this shit.
Enforcement officers that Sergeant Brian Fahey was granted a stay-away order of protection, and I could not contact the Connecticut State Police or go to Connecticut State Police headquarters. I know, insane.
He can't even contact the police, a Connecticut, or go to the headquarters. I don't even get that shit. That is crazy.
They probably let him contact the county, but not the state. Probably because he's working there, and that's for the order of protection. It's still crazy though, Witch Doctor. But I think
How
that's
does that apply to the? But how does that apply to the whole police headquarters when he just had an altercation?
It's a way for him to stop.
Yeah, like the state, they deal with certain type of stuff. They don't deal with what the county deals with. The state ain't dealing with they dealing with like Florida State Trooper, right? They just deal with Turnpike 95. It's pretty much traffic and things that's happening on those major highways. They're not really dealing with stuff locally.
Okay, so it's not gonna deprive him from getting police
Not
aid.
gonna deprive him. Nah, he's gonna deal with the county, the city. That's the police officers that we typically, as people, interact with. The county, the city, and stuff like that.
Okay.
We don't really interact with state troopers and stuff unless you own a major highway.
But it's also just a way for them to stop him from coming up there and so-called antagonizing him on the job, because he's very good at going up there and doing his rights without violating stuff. So it's just a way for them to protect their brother again.
Yep.
So they're trying to slow him down.
Shortly after that, I was taken back to Sergeant Brian Fahey's residence, where my billboard truck was still parked. They escorted me there so there wouldn't be any problems. I got in my billboard truck and I made my way back home to Long Island. Didn't get home till about 4 in the morning. It was absolutely such a long day, such a crazy experience, so violated. I promise each and every one of you, I will not give up. I will not back down. I will fight these unlawful charges to the very end, and then I will file a federal civil rights lawsuit against Sergeant Brian Fahey and the Groton Police Department. I will hold everyone responsible for this injustice accountable. Stay tuned to the channel for updates. Again, thank you for your support. It means the world to me. I also would just like to say, I know my cameraman is watching right now, and I want to let you know that I will stand by your side every step of the way. The same way we were side by side in the jail cells together. We bonded out together. We will get a lawyer together. We will fight this.
Probably was getting he probably getting pressured from viewers for putting his cameraman in trouble and shit. You know what I mean?
Jeopardy. That's exactly what it is. What would have been even messed up had he not bonded him out? Like, yo, I'm sitting here quiet. Find another cameraman.
It's gonna be hard if they see this shit.
We will be vindicated and we will get justice. Like and share this video everywhere you can on social media. This story needs to be covered by mainstream media, local news media, everyone. And I will be contacting everyone I can to.
So the update, and I'm not gonna show the whole video. We probably will cover it later, but need to get some rest.
Left or right?
The update
Leave
is
politics
in the,
behind. Right.
the update is in the title, and it says that the sergeant retires from the state police, but he said he's still pursuing legal well, you know, he's still trying to get the dude. I'm at loss for words right now. But the dude, it looked like the dude retired from being a state police. You know what I mean?
He probably was in there. He probably was in that year round anyway, trying to retire.
Yeah, he looked like
Well, he was gonna definitely do it at the earliest point possible. Because the whole thing is he don't want to be caught in no criminal charges and nothing like that to affect his pension. So he saved his pension by going and retire.
Now,
There's a lot of them criminals on these jobs at IHUB. They retire out real fast.
Hey, guess that wouldn't save no public servant. Even politicians, if you get convicted as a public servant, as a felon, you lose all those money rights. So it wouldn't matter if he retired or didn't retire. Any public servant with a felony loses those rights. Who gets convicted of a felony lose those rights. No matter what they are, they're a city council, whatever, they lose those rights.
All right, y'all, we about to send y'all to nightish, man. I got some shit to finish and some stuff to start. I need to get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And finish these people work, man.
Giz, salute.
Salute, man. It's fair. Appreciate you for coming through. Appreciate you for rocking out. You know what I'm saying? And appreciate you for handling Triple Black. Triple Black was bugging, man. We about to get him.
Y'all balance each other out, though. You was able to cut him off for some. While he was saying the public offender. A public offender.
Hey, he got offline after he don't found his dream lady.
Yeah, let's full screen this shit.
He don't found his dream lady. He got off the live.
Yeah, that look like daytime drinking. And that hot sun hits you, that shit make you drunk. But we about to send y'all the nightish. Let him know we sent you. Make sure you like the video on the way in. I appreciate y'all for rocking out with us. But we gotta get on up out of here. And yeah, I kind of like this police video shit. You know what I'm saying? We about to catch y'all later though.